Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Hello, my lovelies, my beautifuls, my gorgeous J is for Justice listeners. It is, what is it, Wednesday live. Thank God I was not muted because I could not have done that again. Welcome to J is for Justice, everyone. My name is Miss J. I am your host today. I've had plenty of sleep, so I am ready to take your calls tonight. Let's see who is in the room with us. Let's see who's in the room. Oh, let me get rid of this. Hold on. You guys have gifted so many memberships. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Hi, everybody. I had to find my camera button. I know. Do, do, do. All the clickers together. Do, do, do. Ooh, that's a bright light. I hope you guys are having a great night tonight. Great night tonight. We got to light up the room here. I thought green meant on. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. So I saw somebody say, I can't wait to hear what's on your mind tonight. I honestly don't even know what's on my mind tonight. That's up to y'all. The eye is much better. It may not appear like it is, but it is. I told him to go to bed, and he did. My glasses are out there and everything else. So light it up, up, up. So the studio is lit up. Let's watch a video. Good evening, Shell. Good evening, Shell. It's good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you guys. Oh, I saw how ungodly ass hot it was in New York. I was like, oh my God. Shell's got to be dying. Cheers. We've got, life is good. Annie Banani had a health scare, but guess what? She's here in the house. Leotech's here in the house. We are a family here. If we don't see you for a minute, we worry about you. If we don't see you for a hot minute, we worry about where you're at, and we love ya. So I want to give a shout out to our lovely Aunt Flo. She donated not only one, but I think 11 or 12 memberships. Can we give her a round of applause, please? If you received a membership from Stephanie, Flo, Sirius Black, make sure that you thank them. Make sure that you thank them. Thank you so much, you guys, for your support. It really does mean a ton. A ton. You wanted to go paddleboarding, but it's too cold. Where are you that it's cold, baby girl? Feels like 100 and something here, too. Hey, jammers. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, titties. So, this evening, let's catch up on what's going on here with the Sebastian Rogers case. Can we talk about this a little bit? I love you too, Odin. Let's talk about this. We've got a mess there that's really not even worth talking about. That's one thing. Am I louder now? Do I sound better now than I did before? Because I feel like I'm way louder. Socks, slippers, turtleneck. What about this?
Fucking fuzzy slippers and lip gloss.
Add that to the mix. Add that to the mix. Yeah, exactly, Texas. Dude, like somebody needs to get her some help. That is just beyond. It's louder, you guys can tell. Okay. They sound better. For some reason, a little button gets hit and my audio goes out the window. So let's play this video. I got some mixed reviews on this. But that's okay. Any review is a good review. I'm curious what you guys think about this. And this is taken from JLR's video. Last night we had an emergency powwow in Discord. I was like, wait a minute, I see something on this flashlight video. I need y'all to tell me if I'm losing it or if I'm actually seeing something that could be. Let's watch this and then we will light up the phone lines and you guys can let me know what you think about it. And whatever else you want to talk about. Oh, I saw that. A pew pew. Like, come on. Hey, Teresa.
More? A little bit. Right there.
Texas. Who would? Oh, I know. Me too, Shell. I know you guys like the end of this video. I put my little added touch in there. I don't know why I did that so slow. Who is in the window? I don't think anybody. Come over here and I'll show you what a big boy beeper does. Boy. Okay, so I don't know exactly what in the hell this is, but there's something in the flashlight video, and unless the TVI tells us what the hell it is, we won't know. But there's there's lights that turn on in the middle of Stafford Court at the corner of Callan, and they kind of flicker, beep, 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 like blink, 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 blink. This is just my opinion. You know, this is just something I saw in the video. It's not intended to be factual. But you can see, like, there's, like, some kind of lights that, there's a solid light in the middle, it looks like, and then the side lights look to blink. So, I'm not sure. Oh, Steve, Subaru Steve has entered the room. He said, wait.
Hold up.
He said, hold up. I need a membership, people. Subaru. That's hilarious. Oh, man. Wonder if they don't flicker if you turn off the beeper. Right. Tierra, I don't know. It's not a Silverado. It is a Colorado. So that is Seth's truck. He has a wrap on it from a lawyer that they pay you. Why, thank you, Spivey. Subaru Suzuki. Oh, a Suzuki Samurai. That's what it was, Kendo. A Suzuki Samurai, not a Subaru.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Debbie from Detroitish says the light video makes me nervous because I can never visualize anything. You can't turn off the beep. I guess it depends on if you got it from Temu or if you got it at like, Mickey Shore. You know what I'm saying? It's like you either got it at Temu and you installed it with Tony. Or you actually went to like Mickey Shore and had it put in, or whatever shores those stores are. So yes, this is New Hampshire girl. We looked it up last night, and it looked like the most that you could make from this gig is about $500 a month, but that would totally cover his car payment, right? Wish, Shine, Shein. Thank you so much for watching. So why does he have this as well? What's with the... And I forgot to call during business hours. But what is this? How's my driving? How's my... Mermaid, you just read my mind. Alibaba. No, but serious. I called this number and it said, hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message. Beep. And that was it. I was like, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So this is actually like the smaller version of the Silverado, which Chris Proudfoot has the Silverado. I'm confused about how my driving is too. It makes you wonder if it's a company truck. Yeah, but he's been driving this truck, I think, the whole time. I guess you can just leave a message. You can just leave a message. So he's got the smaller version, right? It's like the F-150 to the Ranger. Like the Ranger is the little brother to the F-150. He has the Colorado, which is the little brother to the Silverado. This is Seth. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this live, all right, it's time to fire up those phone lines. Let's talk about this stuff. And I'm not saying it's Seth. I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of people going, stop, just stop. Stop. Leave Seth alone. You think the sticker about driving is for insurance? Oh, it could be. It could be kind of like the like the things they install when you get Geico or something, or Progressive. Do you guys think that's what it is? Let's get this ready. I can't wait to hear what y'all think. I really can't. All right. Officially receiving calls. 727-755-6001. Let's get some calls going tonight. Let me know what's on your mind.
I don't know.
You're right, though, because exactly, Speedy Gonzalez, they don't even want to think about the possibilities. It's so weird. It is so weird to me. Cricket. You got to put some humor in this because we don't know. I mean, in all honesty, we don't know. We don't know. We hope that Sebastian is safe somewhere. But, the odds say there's something more sinister that went on here. 727-755-6001. Weigh in. Let me know what's on your mind this week. This is something we cover every week because it's so wild. But why would he have a work truck, y'all? This is supposed to be his personal vehicle. And what do you guys think of this search? What do you think of this search? 727-755-6001. Christina says, I have 0 brain cells after this case. They make it too easy. I mean, there's just so much to explore that the options are honestly limited. Texas Ranger says, as far as I'm concerned, they're all suspects until Sebastian's found. Yep. One-Eyed Flo says she's ordering Island to house my driving sticker. Alan Coker doesn't think it's a personal vehicle. Yeah, I mean, not only that, crimes. He admitted it. Caterbug, what's up? Good to see ya. 727-755-6001. All it takes is that first caller. The other thing I noticed is that his license plate is all jacked up. Can you guys see that? I don't know. Eddie's waiting for Koberger. Speaking of which, we have a busy busy couple days. We've got Brian Koberger in court tomorrow. And then we have one-on-one Friday Live with me and Howard Bloom. I get to ask Howard all the questions about the airmail read-alongs that I did and about his new book. We have our first caller. Yay! They broke the call cherry tonight.
Call from
Salvatore.
Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Hello, Jay. This is Salvatore. How you doing?
Salvatore. Well, it's nice to hear from you tonight. How you doing, buddy?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I don't even know what we're talking about. I just called in to say that I love your show.
Thank you.
I think you're so funny and you're so cute. I watch you all the time. I figured I'd just give you a buzz and let you know how I feel.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for calling in with your feedback.
You got it.
Yeah, thanks. So I hope you have a good night.
You too. All right.
All right.
Jake. Take
Bye,
care.
Salvatore.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
How nice was that? Calling in with some feedback. 727-755-6001. We love us some Salvatore. What's up, Miss Granny? What's happening? 727-755-6001. The phone lines are wide open. Spivey. Papa Sal. Who was the really funny lady that used to call? I forgot her name. Was it Robin? I know. That was so sweet. He said, I don't know what you're talking about, but I like you. So nice. We've got another caller. Here we go. The phone lines are lighting up, y'all. Get ready for it.
Call from.
Hello.
Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Oh, this is Shane of the Culkins. How you doing?
Holy shit. It is Mr.
I wanted to be your first caller, but that guy was just trying to, let him get that
Yay.
out of the way. But
Well, thank
I tried. Hey, I have nothing to add with this stuff with Sebastian, though. But how are you, Jay?
I am wonderful. Especially now
Hi,
that
Peter.
I've
Hi,
talked to
Shell.
you.
Hi, everybody.
It's
Okay.
it's Mr. Shane. It's Mr. Shane, y'all.
Oh, Jay.
Yeah.
Real quick.
No,
Well,
go ahead.
did I miss? I wanted to see a stream. There was a stream supposed to be a couple of days ago, but it was like all these cases that I know, the old ones. You had the thumbnail. I can't find it.
Oh.
Did you cancel it?
No, that was just
The one with.
that was just the thumbnail. That wasn't. Yeah, I changed it.
That's fine. Oh, but it happened.
You got-
right? I just missed it.
It did. It happened. I just changed it. It was our Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Did you get
Oh,
excited
okay.
with all the old school cases? Were you like, oh my God?
I did. I got the notification, and 30 minutes later, I forgot. I must have went to the bathroom or something. Just totally forgot. So anyway,
You
yeah. Okay. So is anything Scott Peterson? Anything new? Is he really going to get another trial, which he should have got a long time ago?
I think
Anything
we're
for the old
waiting.
cases new?
I think we're waiting on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on a lot of stuff right
Dude, what have you
Okay.
what have you been up to?
now. Oh, stuff. I'm old now. I'm soaking my foot in Epsom salt. I'm old.
What happened to your foot?
I don't know. I'm old. I got pain for no
You got
reason.
you got
I turned
ailments?
48 the other day. Yeah, I had a birthday last week. I'm almost your age.
Wait,
you were so old.
your
What?
birthday was last week?
Yeah, June 15th. It's a good birthday to have.
I
yeah,
missed
it's
your
fun, yeah.
birthday. I am so sorry.
did. I told you.
How
you
old
know,
did you turn? 49?
48. Calm down.
The Culks.
48.
Wow.
Yeah, I look good, but I
Well,
have an easy life.
Listen, happy belated birthday. I'm so sorry I missed it.
Thank you very much. I don't want to waste your show's time. I got nothing really to add.
No,
you
you're
so,
not wasting
but
my time. I haven't
want to
talked
say
to you in
hi.
forever. No.
Is this a cool case? Maybe I should get into it.
I think
Is this that missing kid? I don't know.
it's
What's
Shane, it's
Don't-
literally
Don't start from the beginning.
it's literally like
But
the
is it
game of
worth it?
Clue. It's like the game of Clue.
Yeah. See, I don't think I'd be anything.
Yeah, I don't think you
All
like
right.
that. You don't like
I'm
those.
going down another hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love you.
Well, yeah, I hope so. I love you too. I love you back. Oh man.
He said you told me to calm
Oh.
down. You said calm down. I'm only
You're
48.
so excited for me to be like, yeah, because what are you like? Are you
I'm 50.
59? You're almost 60. You look great.
You're
though.
such a jerk. I'm
You
50.
look fantastic. I know. I'm such a. I know. You're only 50.
Yeah, you're
I'm
only.
actually not kidding. I thought you were like 52 or 3.
No.
Oh my God, I wasn't.
I
even
had the
kidding.
big 50 last year, so you're only 2 years.
Oh my.
He likes to act like I'm all
You're
old
right.
and shit. Like he's like I'm so much older than him.
Kind of. I mean, you could have spawned me, but we could have been in high school together, though. That's true.
We totally could have. We
I
could have
would've
been
been
hanging. You know.
Right? I would have been a sophomore. You would have been the cool girl senior.
I think we would have been
my
friends,
God.
Shane.
Picture it already.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have been.
already. We'll manifest it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Mm-hmm.
make it happen. Oh man.
Well, I'm glad that you called in. Everybody says happy birthday to you in chat too.
Thanks. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I'm smart now. I know not to, not the cause of the echo. So, yeah, I'm not watching now. But thanks, everybody. And I'll be back whenever either the Richard, that piece of crap from Indiana, and
Oh,
or
yeah.
they really postponed that Brian Koberger
Oh,
That's not going to be
well,
for a
we have a
while.
hearing. We have a hearing tomorrow if you'd like to join us in the afternoon at 1:00
Oh, that's tomorrow.
our time.
I'm on vacation. Oh, my God. That's a date.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right. 1:00. It's a
I'll
date.
see you in like 14 hours
Mhm.
or something. All right, I'll be back. I'll be
And
back.
then
I'll
guess
let you know
what,
now
Shane?
and-
On
yeah, what else?
Friday, I have
What?
the author Howard Bloom coming on. The
Wait,
one that
Friday.
yes, the one that wrote that I did the read-alongs about Brian Koberger. Remember those?
Wait, you mean the stuff that he was his Reddit post? What are you talking about?
The
No, not
airmail,
really.
the airmail articles from Howard Bloom
No.
that went out. He went out to Moscow. He talked to all these people, and now he's getting all this scrutiny. They're saying that he's helping to further prosecute Brian Koberger.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad to me. I don't know anything about that. Okay, who am I looking up again? What's his name?
It's Howard
How?
Blum. And the mods will put the link to the read-alongs that I did because he went out there before Brian was arrested. So he was out there sniffing around for a story before there was even a suspect arrested.
Right, but what's so fascinating about that? What? I'd have to read it, right, or follow.
Yeah,
along?
you would
I'll
have
go
to
back,
follow
I'll go back.
along. Yes,
All
absolutely.
right. How long ago was this?
We're gonna put the link in the chat and make it easy for you.
Oh, all right. Do that. I'm boring the hell out of your audience now.
No,
Let
you're
me go, and
not.
I'll see
No,
you
you're-
tomorrow. That's I am. It's about streaming about like Sebastian and stuff, whatever. I don't know.
No, we love when Shane calls in.
I know. Well, thank you. I hope so. I'm a local celebrity here. Yo, what was I going to say? The Barry Morphy should not be off the hook, by the way. They found her body. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
with that.
let's talk about that. Do you think that they will arrest
Yeah,
him?
I'll bring up some left
We don't.
field stuff
Yeah.
tomorrow also.
Well,
all right, cool. Love you, babe. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll be
okay.
here. I'm on vacation.
All right.
I'm free.
All right. I
Thanks
love
for
you,
taking my
Shane.
call, Jay.
All right.
Love you too. Bye-bye, Jay.
Bye.
Bye.
Shane, you are the best, Shane. That is Seth's truck on the screen. Yes, Granny. Yes, Granny. Thank you for calling in, Shane. Can someone get the read-alongs link? Let's watch this video for those who are just joining. This is something new that I saw. I know he's great. Watch his headlights, Granny. They have like a random they have like a random blinking to them, right? See that weird shit and how it backs up? Now watch the video. You know how we were watching this and we're like, this person is like recording this, but they like move in and they zoom in with their phone that they're recording on to the road where the headlights are. Thank you so much, guys. You are awesome.
We bought snacks because, you know, he's 15 and snacks.
See when those headlights go on? When I first start the video, the headlights aren't on, right? And then when they turn on, you'll see these blinking lights. I mean, we know that the truck actually did, back up on Kellen Lane. So is it, far-fetched to think that there could be blinking lights, especially since LE told Seth that that was a garbage truck. And that's what Seth told us. Right, but Nurseykins, is that why they're trying to make us believe it was a garbage truck? Because the effer was loud. I don't know. 727-755-6001. Let's talk about this and whatever else y'all want to talk about. Thank you guys for putting that link in chat. Thanks, Miss Odin, for being here. You can't see a wrap in the flashlight video. Oh my God, Sin. Yes, I believe you can disable the backup beep. But listen to this. Someone said in the comment section, they were like, well, what if it was off that night and it was on? Like now it's on. A man once told me you need a backup beeper. One-eyed Flo. Right, Nurseykins, we know that, but don't you remember for the first 2-3 months that we were told it was a trash truck to the point where even Gray Hughes wanted us to believe it was over on Honeysuckle? Right? No, don't be scared to call. It's just like calling on the phone. Here we go. We've got a caller.
From
You are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Hey, Jay, this is Max and Macy from Ohio.
Hey, girl.
Hey, I'm loving your show. I just started watching it recently.
Well, thank you.
I'm really enjoying it.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at this truck, this stuff. Got man, I'm telling you, I don't know about this cat. I really don't.
Mm-hmm. Makes you wonder.
Yeah. In the beginning, I really, really felt sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? My heart, because I'm real tenderhearted, and I was just praying that kid would be found. But I mean, this has become. Can I cuss on this show?
Absolutely.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
This has become a real shit show, in my opinion.
It sure has.
And a lot of fuckery too. And I had to quit watching it for a while. It really got on my nerves with that TikTok Tony and all that dumb shit that guy was
Yeah,
doing.
I'm glad that kind of went to the wayside.
I know. Did you see where that they found some remains on that Caleb Harris?
I did. Do you think that it's him?
I'm thinking so.
It's pretty close.
Because, yeah, it's like, what? It's not too far from where he lives.
I think you can literally see the apartments, like entrance from where he was found. You know what I mean? Like that close.
Yeah. Now, he was in Corpus Christi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about that little girl that they just come up in Houston? Did you see that case too?
I did. The illegals.
Yeah.
There's so much bad stuff.
I know. It makes me sick because, I raised 2 daughters and I got 3 teenage grandkids, man. And I got this granddaughter that I worry about her all the time. Because I was telling my husband today, I said, these dudes is coming from these other countries and stuff. I mean, they're nice looking guys, they're all tanned and fashionably dressed and stuff. And I said, and they're real slick. And I said, I could see them just talking these young girls right into something,
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. There's another thing we have to educate our kids on, right?
Right. Because I talk to my daughter all the time about that. I'm like, you better watch her, And she's a good kid. I mean, I don't worry about her. I worry about something coming after her.
It's other people. Yeah, absolutely. It's other. Yeah. It's not her you have to worry about because they're young, they're impressionable, they're, innocent.
Right. Right. Because when I was a kid growing up, now I'm 64, so I'm going to tell you my age. But when I was a kid growing up, you never had to worry. You always had to worry about your neighbor. Like seeing you out somewhere doing something, and they'd come home and tell your mom. Saying
right.
And your neighbors would watch out for each other's kids. And so it was always they'd come home and say, hey, your kid's up the street or blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, it's more, you have to worry about people watching your kids to get to them,
Yeah.
Instead of watching out for them, they're watching them to get to them. And that's what scares the hell out of me with this crap.
Yeah. And it's online. They're watching. They're watching online, and they can pretend who they are, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying.
Right.
Because when I was in school, I was taught about stranger danger. Don't talk to strangers. If you're walking home from school, like, don't stop and talk to anybody. But I mean, those days are gone. I mean, these kids are inside.
Oh yeah. When I was a kid growing up, everything was innocent. I'm sure things happened. I mean, come on.
Sure.
But it's not like it is today.
Right.
Not like it is today. Even I was telling a friend of mine, I said, if you would have told me when I was 22, 23 years old and I had them 2 little girls that this world today would be as crazy as it is now, I'd have told you'd been out of your effing mind. I never fathomed anything that could be this bad.
Right.
Back
I
at
bet.
21, 22. And,
I bet.
I'm 40 something. That was 40 something years ago,
Right.
This scares the hell out of me, but I don't know.
It is a scary ass time to raise kids. I agree.
I'd never have kids. If I had a choice, if I was young today and I'm childbearing age, I wouldn't even have kids. I'd be scared to death to have them. Because, like I said, there's people out there, who used to when I was a kid growing up. Like I said, your neighbors would watch out for each other's kids. Now they're watching out how they can get to your damn kid.
Yeah.
And it's
Can I
freaking
ask you something?
crazy.
I just want to get your opinion. If you had children right now, like if they were yours, I know you have grands. I do too. But if you had your own children right now, would you homeschool or would you send them to public school? Do you think?
I homeschool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
I got
I
a
would have,
granddaughter
like when my
that's
kids were
homeschooled.
growing up, I would have never. I would have been like, nope, homeschooling ain't for me. But I agree with you.
Me neither. My kids would be like, Mom, I'm sick. I'm going to school anyway. I don't care.
Right. That's why I would have been like, nope, it's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, I would be like, yeah, it's terrifying world. It's a terrifying world.
Well, I worked for 30 years in a psychiatric arena. I was a psych, and I worked 30 years in the psych arena. And I worked with a lot of kids. I worked with the parents of the kids. And then I'd have the jailbird daddies calling me on the phone, screaming at me over their kid from jail. I dealt with it all, the whole gamut of that crap. But you could always tell the homeschool kids with the regular school kids. I could always pick them out of the crowd. And a lot of people at work would always say, oh, I don't think homeschooling's all that great. It's not a good idea. They're so isolated, blah, that. They don't get the socialization and blah, blah, blah. But the kids are smarter to me. Homeschool kids are smarter. These kids going to school nowadays, these teachers ain't teaching them nothing. They got too many distractions, and it's so damn dangerous, the kids are getting in school shootings or getting abducted, or you go to the grocery store, somebody's shooting at you. It's crazy. It's
a crazy world.
And it is. It's very crazy. But like I said, I was really supportive of Seth and them guys, and really was, really hoping for him and was on board with all. And then the more you got into that and just started seeing all this stuff unfolding with these people.
Crazy.
It's the whole damn freaking family.
And that's the thing. People think I'm digging for stuff on Seth. Like, he's just the one that's talked more lately. And, I mean, there's just so much to talk about with him. He's said so many different stories.
What's with that? Is he off a little bit? Is he slow?
I don't know.
What's up with him?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Is he wanting attention or?
Well, I mean, that's one thing. I think he loves the attention. I really do. I think that he likes the attention, and I think that it could have gone to his head and got him, a little bit stupid because we heard, he didn't really have friends. Sebastian's Aunt Gabby said not really any friends, only one job. I mean, he's really easy to feel sorry for. If you don't, if you're just on first blush, he's really easy to feel
Yeah.
sorry for because everybody knows someone like Seth who,
Yeah, that's
seemingly
true.
always gets the short end of the stick. Because, I mean, he really portrayed his marriage to Katie as him getting screwed, right?
Yeah.
It was all
But you know
unfortunate
what?
to him.
I can see. I kind of, and I'm not a Katie advocate. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Nobody come at me on this one. But I could see why she would leave him.
Me too.
I could see that.
So I'm saying.
I could see that. This fat dude just sitting around all day playing video games, not working. They can't make ends meet, and got this little kid,
Mhm.
and maybe he's got problems, and you got this ass over here just wanting to just sit around in his underwear playing video games all damn day long,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame her. I'd probably join the frickin' military too, just to get the hell away from him. But
Exactly.
it's sad because he got separated from her kid, and I think personally, Jay, this is my theory on it. Is I think, have you ever heard of that filicide or salicide? I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yes.
It's where people will harm their kids or, alter their kids, for some reason, like say they feel sorry for them, they're too sick and they just can't see them suffer, or they're mentally ill and they do something like that, or they're jealous of the child and just want to just get them out of their life, or there's some kind of conflict. And I think that's what's going on with Chris and Katie. And I think that I'm telling you, all the roads lead to her.
Mm-hmm.
All roads lead to her. And I think that's what's going on with her, is she's had a dysfunctional lifestyle, so growed up, jacked up as a kid, got with Seth really young, and then she got out from underneath him, and then she got with this Chris dude, and he's got a little bit of money, because I think I read somewhere, and I'm not for sure, that he won a bunch of money in a lawsuit somewhere. And I can't remember where I read that at, or I heard that.
Seth?
I read it or heard it. I can't remember. But, come on, look at their house. They got a nice house. They got all these toys. They got the camper. They got the trucks. They got, motorcycles, blah, blah, blah. She don't want to let any of that go. And I think Sebastian was a conflict because that little girl that Chris has, and some of the things that Seth has said, about him being some kind of a, Como or something. I don't know, whatever he was talking about that time. And he, and I think that it never came home. Could never came home. I don't even think he'd come back to the house after Texas Roadhouse. I really don't. That's my take.
But what do you think could have happened? Because I've gone down that scenario myself, but I can't for the life of me figure out, like, they go and have dinner, then what could have happened? You know what I mean?
Well, to me, okay, my family's from the South, and my mom and dad is from southeastern Kentucky, and that's going almost into Tennessee, almost into Jellicoe, Tennessee. All those areas down to, they're mountainous. They've got coal mine shafts. They've got caves. They got all that kind of crap. And you can get stowed down a mine shaft, and they never find you again.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't know to look for you. But a lot of them people that live down in those areas, they know all those spots and stuff like that,
Yeah.
And or this is my take on it, and I was telling my husband, with Seth working that construction site, I think he's buried somewhere.
You mean Chris?
Concrete.
You mean Chris?
Mm-hmm, Chris. I meant Chris. I think he's buried in concrete somewhere. I really do. Because he's like, oh, this will be a story everybody will be talking about
He
for
did.
years to come.
He did say that. That has always bothered me too.
Yeah, and why would you say that? Why would you say that? And me, if that was my freaking kid, you would have had to peel my fingers off the damn door jambs to get me out of that freaking house, because I wouldn't have left. If I'd have thought my kid was gone and there was a chance for him to come home, You couldn't have got me out of that house. I would have never left that house. You know, I'd be out there searching. And them people has done absolutely nothing. Oh, we've been searching. I don't think they've been searching. You know, not at all. It's crazy. And I just don't buy into them. I think it's Katie. And eventually it'll come out. It'll come out, and they'll get them. It might take a minute. I mean, just look at how it turned around with that Matty Soto. You know, everybody's like, oh, they're not doing enough, and they didn't. That was that. I told my husband, I said, that's that damn boyfriend right there. That's who did it. That's that damn boyfriend. And sure enough, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Well, and, you know,
I'm glad they got that sucker.
And what's crazy is that, you know, he was only arrested right away because of what was found on his phone.
Right.
The murder charges didn't come till later, you know.
Right. And he's one of these dudes that, have you ever met somebody that thinks they're the smartest guy in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he impresses me as.
Chris?
Well, I'm the smartest. No, that Matty Soto's.
Oh, Stephen Stearns.
Yeah, I'm the smartest guy in there. You're a dumbass.
He's another one that's like, feel sorry for me.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to slap him. I really would.
Same.
Slap his ass.
Same. Well, thank you for calling in tonight. I'm going to open the lines back up. But
Jay,
I
I'll
appreciate
be calling you back. I love your show. It's great.
Well, I thank you for listening. And yeah, absolutely. Call back again. We do these every Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll see you later.
Thanks, hon. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You too.
What a wonderful caller. I'm reading your theories in chat too. I know a lot of you are like, I suspect all three. And none of them are cleared. None of them are cleared. Chris and Seth both come across like that too. Mm-hmm. Let's watch this. Oh, we got another call.
Call from
Cheryl.
Hey, Miss Cheryl, you are live on air with Jay.
Hi, Jay. This is Cheryl.
Hey, can I get you to turn your YouTube? Yeah.
Yep.
You're good.
Damn. There.
There you go.
Didn't want to shut off. I saw something on WKRN2, News 2, that you might want to see.
Okay, let me look that up. What is it?
WKRN News 2.
Okay.
Sumner County Police arrested this guy from Ohio, 19 years old, for sexual exploitation of a minor in Sumner County.
When was this from?
Today. I saw it today.
Okay, I'm looking.
His name is Matthew Moklak.
How do you spell that?
Moklak.
Illinois. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. I'm echoing. Okay, wait. Holy shit. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta turn this off. Let me share this on my screen so everybody can see it.
Mm-hmm. I thought maybe somebody would notice it, but I noticed it and I thought, I better call Jay.
Girl, thank you so much because this is the... There's one article.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go because I'm echoing really bad and I'm going to read through this.
Okie dokie.
Thank you, hon. Thank you, Sherry.
Uh-huh, no problem.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Sorry about the echo, guys. Oh, my God, Sherry, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. It says Hendersonville, Tennessee. A young man from Illinois faces a number of charges in Middle Tennessee related to child sex crimes. The Hendersonville Police Department said it launched an investigation into Matthew Moklak, 19, for sexual exploitation of a minor. That investigation led to U.S. Marshals executing arrest warrants on Thursday, June 20th at Moklak's home in Villa Park, Illinois, with some help from the Villa Park Police Department. This was 6 days ago. According to authorities, the charges against Moklak include 20 counts of especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor, 1 count of solicitation of a minor, and 1 count of continuous SA of a child. What the heck? This is that person. My God. This is the picture the Hendersonville Police Department took of this individual. Could it have something with one of the other Hendersonville teens that went away? Are You Nuts says that car in the driveway on Silver's video was from Illinois. I haven't watched Silver's video. Police announced they're extraditing him to Sumner County.
God almighty.
Police announced on Wednesday, June 26, which was today, that he is currently being extradited to Sumner County. The Hendersonville Police Department encourages parents to closely monitor their children's use of social media platforms and other communication methods. This is due to the increasing trend of sexual predators using social media and phone apps to lure minors into illegal activities. Or maybe the one that was in the I don't know. No additional details have been released about the circumstances surrounding the offenses. If you have any information about this case, look, an ad for Colorado. If you have any information, you are asked to call Hendersonville Police Department at 615-822-1111 or Hendersonville Crime Stoppers at 615-594-4133. I know, Leo, it's crazy. Let's see if we can watch a video on this. Let me refresh. Thank you so much for sending that, Cheryl. And I'm sorry I called you Sherry. I definitely did not mean to do that. And I'm getting Chevy Colorado ads all over my browser. Thanks to Seth. This is really creepy, guys, that it's actually Sebastian's town.
Ends with the arrest of a 19-year-old, Matthew Moklak, charged with 20 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. Police say he was arrested at his home in Villa Park, Illinois, and will be returned back to Sumner County in the future. Investigators have not shared the circumstances that led to his arrest. However, they did urge parents closely watch your child's social media accounts for any signs of predatory behavior.
I know you've been.
That is absolutely terrifying. Was he? No, it sounds like he was living in Ohio. Because it says a young man from Illinois. I know, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to call you that. I know, right, Texas? Look. I wonder if Sebastian's mom and dad know of this. I don't know, but look at this creep. Ew. Definitely a basement dweller. Oh my God. This just makes me sick. I mean, even if it doesn't have anything to do with Sebastian, it's still such a disgusting 20 charges, an ongoing SA. The guy JLR walked with in Beach Creek was from Illinois, you believe, Crystal? He's being extradited to Sumner County. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can look up DuPage. This is DuPage County, Illinois. I don't know what their court records are like. But I will do a quick search. To see if they're open or not. What is this dude's name? Matthew Moklak. All right, give me a second here. Moklak. Matthew. They may not have anything in here, but nope. It says no defendants found. MOK LAK. But y'all, if the marshals went in there, could this is federal then, right? So that would be a lookup on Pacer. I think it's going to be federal. If he did it in Ohio and he's being brought back there, maybe. I can't find any. I just Googled that guy's name. Matthew Moklak. That is the only picture I get. This is really scary. Oh, here's another report. Hold on. Now I'm seeing more. I'm trying to find something local there. So it's DuPage County, Illinois. Software development. I found a LinkedIn. Software development. Oh God. Is this his YouTube? He has a YouTube, but there's no videos on it, thank God. Okay, here's another article. Let's pull this one up. This has got to be connected to something, right? Like, we had the frickin' TBI come out with that big bust. All right, this one says a teenager from Illinois has been arrested on more than 20 child sex crimes. Hendersonville police say 19-year-old Matthew Moklak was taken into custody June 20th. Following an investigation, they don't say how long the investigation went on. Police say he's charged with 20 counts of especially aggravated. So that's like especially aggravated child or especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor. 1 count of solicitation of a minor, and 1 count of continuous SA of a child. U.S. Marshals executed search warrants at Moklak's Illinois home last week. And this statement, the Hendersonville Police Department encourages parents to closely monitor their children's use of social media platforms and other communication methods. This is due to the increasing trend of sexual predators using social media and phone apps to lure minors into illegal activities. Absolutely disgusting. I did read through that TBI announcement. When they made that announcement, they had rescued all those kids. And they said that the amount of child exploitation reports the ones that have been reported online, have doubled since 2019. Doubled. And that's just the ones that get reported. COVID fucked it up. It messed everything up. 727-755-6001. The phone lines are back open. Call me and let's talk about this. I always think of Keegan Kline too. It's so disgusting. Oh, it was Silver. Oh, is that where her friend was from? Lori or whatever? Remember they were saying that her friend Lori was visiting? Yeah, they prey on the most vulnerable too. 727-755-6001. The phone lines are back open. 931. I missed you a bunch of times. Go ahead and call back in. Oh, man, that's disturbing, huh? Uncle Taco was from Illinois as well. And remember, that's where Seth said that his buddy lived, that they played games, was Illinois. Just saying. Just saying. Seth said that his buddy in Illinois is one that they play games with.
Call from.
Open 931. I missed you.
Hey, caller, you're live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
You're talking Russ from Tennessee.
Hi, Russ.
I was watching your show, and I seen where there's predators on there, but this is something else. The other day they was talking about it, and there was about 15 different people talking. I don't know what, but they said it's that when Katie went out looking for him, she went to the school.
Mm-hmm.
And from the school to her house wasn't that far, but they said she was going over 30 minutes. She had claimed over 30 minutes. Well, there was another person that drove by the school and down by it and come out, and then his vehicle come right out the road right across from the service station that they seen some of her relatives at. And not only that, there was a question about, well, is there any storage lockers anywhere in that town? And they said, not that we know of. That's wrong. There's storage lockers right beside that service station.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. And see, they had said that they didn't see any. But that road, that guy drove by the high school, the elementary school, and, they got construction going on, and took that road. And when he come out right in front of right across the street from the service station. And
are you talking about the silver on the scene?
Not sure. No, not that one. No.
No, not him.
Not that person. I know. I'm talking about the night that Sebastian disappeared.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The Worsham store or whatever. You're talking about that, the video?
Yeah, that they seen some of the relatives getting gas there. I can't remember which one they said. But they said, and she was right there, and she had to she could do that very easily, be there and get back home in plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
But see, they're just, the storage lockers they don't want to see the storage lockers for some reason, because the question they asked was where was storage locker? And they said, well, there wasn't none in that neighborhood. But there was right beside that service station. There
is those storage units right there. And I've had several people when we've been live and we've been looking around that area on Google say, has anyone checked the storage units?
They told everybody to check the garages and all that other stuff. And they showed just a minor amount. But most likely there's a turn in there and there's got to be some behind it. Nobody just puts out 4 or 5 storage lockers like that. There's got to be behind it and so on and so forth. But that's one possibility. But the possibility of coming out right there when there's supposed to be people there, I can't remember which one of the families come out there. But when all this calls and stuff were made, nobody knows who was making the calls. They're not talking about the telephones at all. Whether she was on Facebook for Face Talk for 3 hours, who in the world stays on Face Talk for 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
But the question I had is those storage lockers, and I just like to know if they've ever been searched.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, I would assume that they had if they searched that area twice, because we know that they went back to the beginning. I mean, I hope they would be, searching those.
Well, see, they went back and they talked about they was more worried about that lake over there, some kind of lake beside that service station or around that service station somewhere. And most of the people turned the service station, went down to the lake. But nobody at that time period was seeing them put a person in a storage locker. But see, the storage locker the thing is, they could have been put in there, and then nobody paying no attention went on, didn't pay any attention, go back and get it, and it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way that child got out of that house. There's no possible way. And saying that there's been a lot of people turning in camera shots that we don't even know about. And nobody said none of these camera shots are cameras out of the houses. I know I have one on my door cam here at my house, and the neighbor's got one covering his side of the street over to my side of the street. We've got a policeman down on the other end that's got cameras. You don't have to have 1 million cameras to cover the area where he'd been in. And how many kids is gonna go outside barefooted in the dark? That's beyond. There's no possibility that could be. And would you want to walk outside? The common sense says, as an adult or anything else, would you want to walk outside barefooted and try and leave with nothing?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
He's smarter than that.
Mm-hmm.
He's much
But you know
smarter than
what's funny about that? Not funny, but what's odd about that is that Eric Craddock said, "I'm not going to say he's barefoot." And
yeah, she's never. I had a question. I wondered about that too. Of course, I'm a little older, and I like to figure out stuff.
You're great.
She said that he didn't. All his shoes that he had, all his shoes. She used to wear his shoes. But is she calling Seth's boots not his shoes?
Right.
Do you see that? That's the thing. And people have asked, well, did they show Seth's boots? And as far as I know, no, she's never showed Seth's boots.
But no one's ever asked that. You're right. And, remember what Seth said that one time, all cryptic? No one's asking the right questions.
Well, most of the people they went crazy, and they started 5 miles away, which didn't make any sense to me when they was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know as well as I do, if you're gonna send people out, and you've done something wrong, and you're going to tell them where they need to coordinate and all this other stuff, you're not going to send them where that child's at. And if all three of them know, one, I think Seth, since he ain't never had a job with the shit, that I think he's milking it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly do. And he was talking about, all these injuries and everything else. But, I mean, the statements he uses, everything from giving the money away to somebody, spending $25,000 for gas. Oh, come on. And stuff like that. There's no, think about it. That doesn't make sense. If they would put all these things up on a big wall somewhere, and eliminate the things that didn't make any sense, the ones that have left probably be the ones that make the most sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. But
because they've thrown out so much crap.
Uh-huh.
But I think that what they ought to do is go back to that house, go completely through that house, in the garage and everywhere else. Well, of course, by now they've probably cleaned it up. but they should have went completely through that house. They didn't go through that house day after day. They went through that house. They went in that night, and then they sat around and talked to her, and then they come back out. They've talked to the neighbors more than they've talked to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy. And now why would you have their people following people around to see what they're doing? That doesn't make any sense. If it was me and I had a lost child like that, I'm an ex-Marine, I would call out, ask the whole Marine Corps to come and help me find my child.
Mm-hmm.
And get these damn aliens out of here that they keep bringing in here and don't know where they're at after they get here. It just doesn't make sense. This whole country's going to go straight to hell if they don't fix it pretty soon.
Yeah, it's definitely a mess.
No,
I agree with you.
This makes no sense. This child did not go out in the dark with a 15-cent flashlight and walk. And somebody even said he could go 5 miles. There ain't no kid in this world going to walk 5 miles in the dark.
Barefoot.
Anywhere close
with no jacket
no.
and in the pitch black.
And cold and freezing cold, which makes zero sense. Whoever the detective's in charge of this, he either needs to go back to 101 and check and stuff or something, because this makes zero sense.
And it's been a long time, huh?
Oh yes. What is it? Today's 20. It's been 4 months today.
4 months today. Wow.
The 26th. See, this is 26. And you know as well as I do that it's just crazy. If this child was mine and your child, and we would put the effort, that we would do for it to try to find that child, and the other parents and semi-parents or whatever Chris is, that he didn't want him to start with, and why that doesn't make sense. Why they're not doing nothing, and why she's not talking. Some of the people that don't know nothing are the ones that say, well, why hasn't she been investigated? And then they're saying yes, that they passed the lie detector test. It took 3 times. Why would you try to pass a lie detector test 3 times? Why would the police even want that? That makes zero sense.
Right.
It's not like a test you take in school, where if you flunk it 2 times, you get another chance.
Right. I don't understand. Well, you know what? They did that. I don't know if you followed the Summer Wells case, but they did that with Candace Wells too. She went there, and Don told an interviewer that, they told her she needed to go home because she had a big gap of time that she couldn't explain, so that she needed to go home, get that story straight, and come back. I was like, oh my God.
That give her a chance to call some people she knows and say, well, I'm writing this book and I need to fix this story up.
Right.
Nobody's
what a joke,
but
right?
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. But I'll let you go.
Well, I appreciate you. You've been a great call tonight. Thank you. Thank you for trying so much too.
Bye.
All right, bye. Wonderful caller. We have the best callers, guys. Give him a round of applause. All right, so I'm going to pause the calls just for a second because I want to play this part for you guys of this lady. This bothers me right here. This is a possibility if Sebastian ran away. Hear me out. If Sebastian ran away, he's adorable.
Woods and so much water here in Hendersonville. It's so much water and so many woods. From like Glenbrook on, it's solid woods. And you're like, there's so many places. And then we passed by T.W. Hunter up here, and they had the new drain ditches laying out there. I thought, oh God, wonder if they searched them, Wonder if they looked in there to see if maybe he was in one of them trying to stay warm, get the wind off of him. It's just too many places.
You hear that? New drain ditches. There was new drain ditches. And this is from, oh God, when is this video from? Christ. Oh, 3/1. See, I put it in the title. This is from March 1st. March 1st, she's talking about these new drain ditches. And when she says H.W. Hunter, that's the middle school. And, you know, I've seen Terry Lynn, but I haven't seen all of her videos. Does anybody know if she saw those? If those were, you know, if she saw those drainage ditches? This has always bothered me since I saw it.
So many woods and so much water here in Hendersonville. It's so much water and so many woods. From like Glenbrook on, it's solid woods. And you're like, there's so many places. And then we passed by T.W. Hunter up here, and they had the new drain ditches laying out there. I thought, oh God, wonder if they searched them, you know? Wonder if they looked in there to see if maybe he was in one of them trying to stay warm, get the wind off of him. It's just too many places he could be, and it's scary.
Now, the one thing investigators did say they found were tracks leading away from Sebastian's home, but they say that lead fell up short. Now,
and then the other part is the whole time Craddock's talking, he's shaking his head no. He's saying positive things, but shaking his head no. And I hate to analyze Craddock, but watch.
We've had several clips that have come in. Several of them we've been able to dispel that's not Sebastian on that clip. We are still working every lead that comes in. So as the video comes in, our detectives, we're working really well alongside the TBI and all of our other law enforcement partners in the region to make sure that we're getting on them just as quickly as possible.
Enforcement officials from... Well, he got positive at the end, so maybe I'm reading into it. Oh, the wind chimes. I love wind chimes, Leo. She's in the area behind his house now. Oh, she is. Interesting. Interesting. Who's Samantha? Karen Powers. I've never heard that one. I know. It made me think about that too, especially with Caleb, with the body being found there. I think about those drainage ditches. I mean, she's definitely got a point. Whose tracks led away from the home and it was unfounded? I don't know. Annie Ruler, remember Chris P's arm, bites or scratches. He said puppies was weird. We need deception detective on Craddock. Terry yesterday was near a drain pipe when she found what I told you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Gypsy. Gypsy, you're a wealth of knowledge. James Vaughn, good to see you again tonight. Yeah, Caleb. Mm-hmm. They said they searched all the drains and they were in flight over with heat sensing equipment, so I don't believe he's in drains or woods. The heat sensing equipment is even detecting unalived. Okay. Craddock. Hey, Candy Wrapper. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines again. Let's keep talking. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get that out. 727-755-6001. It is open 402 and 303 if you want to give a call back. The phone lines are open. Write me out. It's good to see everybody tonight. If you're wondering about the Hendersonville story, Hendersonville police charged this creep, this POS, with more than 20 sex crimes. He lives in Illinois. I think I, in error, put frickin' Ohio, and I don't know why I did that. But he lives in Illinois, and he is 19, and he's been arrested for numerous crimes against kids. 727-755-6001. All you got to do, pick up your phone, just like that. Reach out and touch someone.
From.
You're live on air with Jay.
Jay, this is Pearl. What are you doing, girlfriend?
Hey, girl.
Hey, what you up to?
I'm not much. What's up with you?
Well, I'm from Tennessee. This is that old girl that said, crazy pet squirrel.
Oh, really? Well, it's funny that you call. It's funny that you call. What's on your mind?
Well, I got some theories, and I appreciate that last caller's theories and stuff.
Yeah, he's a smart one.
I got one.
He's a smart one.
Yeah, he was.
I think he's also from Tennessee.
He was. They have some smart ones down here.
They do. They do.
We about figured it Tennessee out by now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what's on your...
Well, what is going to say?
So what's on your mind?
What I was going to say?
Uh-huh.
Well, this is just my opinion and my theory and allegedly.
Yeah, all that business.
I think that she told him to sit in the car. They'd go back out for a little while, and they'd been in and out. And I think that the car was running, and he passed, and she drove him off to Chris. Chris was probably with his mama because he couldn't come home on account of the CPS, and he just drove him off somewhere. But I think that people argue why he can't be in concrete. It's got to be so deep. Well, if you take and dig a footer, and then in that footer you dig and you put a body in there, and then you put your rebar on top of it, you can pour that concrete.
Mm-hmm. But the thing with that is, doesn't there have to be more than one person there? Because they have to, smooth it out, right?
Well, no, after the footer's poured, my brother's contractor, you dig the footer, and then you go in there and dig a grave, and then you smooth that back out right there with, it don't have to be perfect. And then they lay the rebar in there, and then you pour your concrete.
Ooh,
This is just a theory and an opinion and allegedly, but she wouldn't even have to pick that baby up and carry him nowhere. And they'd give us every hint in the world. All right, he walks out barefooted. Seth said his feet stayed cold.
Mm-hmm.
Seth said that himself. He told him, well, if you don't put on your shoes or your house shoes, put on your socks. Well, he ain't going to go out, barefooted, and it was 30-something degrees that night. And the other nights it was down in the 20s. And then she said, well, he left with a flashlight. Well, if they was doing something with him, that may be them flashlights that we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
That, and where the ruckus is, that could have been a car as well. It don't have to be. Trash trucks has got lights that flash on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you see Seth's truck? Did you see that?
I did see him.
What do you think of that?
If you look down there, you can almost, where the lights is shining down on the back end of it, you can almost see legs. If you look real close there, you can almost see legs back behind that truck.
Do you think that's the
or
back?
Whatever they're doing.
Like that light that's shining? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that there was something solid in there. It sounds weird, but I was just slowly playing it, scrolling manually, frame by frame. And you could see something that's solid. That's not like lights that disappears.
Yeah, you can see you can actually see legs down there under the back tail lights.
So could that be like a tailgate?
I'm thinking it's a tailgate, or it's either a hatch, and somebody's standing back there, because you can, if you zero in on that.
But wait a minute.
It looks like.
But wait a minute. If it was a hatch, don't you think that the whole car would light up with the light coming on when you open the hatch?
Well, could be. It might be just a pickup truck, and they was lowering the tailgate down, but you can see, if you look close enough, it looks like legs standing back there. Now, I don't know. I was going to ask you what you thought about it, but the first caller that called in, that was the man, that was the Air Force man that had retired. Did they claim that was a true story about him sleeping in the garage and all that
I don't
stuff?
think
Or did they?
that's not confirmed. I think that's just speculation. There was talk of a mattress in the garage, and Chris was asked about it, and he said it was being stored in there. They never confirmed he ever was in the garage for any purpose. So that's just been our speculation about it.
Well, I just pray. I just, like I said, this is all my thoughts and allegedly, but I'm just praying that he is alive. But I'm just going to tell you what I think. I don't think that child, unless and they'll be in much trouble as they was if they done something with him. If they took him off and give him to somebody, they're gonna be in much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at it, he went home for a month there after CPS come by, so that tells me, hey, he probably couldn't be around Sebastian.
It could be.
And now it's fine and it's all good because he's got his daughter. He's always kind of in all the interviews I've seen, he's never had a great deal of good to say about the little old feller.
Right. Like last year's Easter eggs.
I mean, like last year's Easter eggs. If they had to live like I do right now, it's chicken today and feathers tomorrow. They don't know what it's like to live poor.
Chicken feathers tomorrow. Oh my!
Is your husband laughing?
Yeah, I don't know. He's in the other room, probably.
Oh, well,
I'm laughing.
They're used to living high. They're used to living high on the hog, and I've been poor as dirt. And it is. It's like chicken today and feathers tomorrow.
Oh, I just love you, Pearl. Just love you.
Well, I'm just country, honey, but I want this little boy, if he's alive. And CP said, oh, well, if somebody's got him, I hope he don't get free.
Right. What's that?
Well, excuse me? He said that.
I know.
I hope he don't get free.
Doesn't even make sense.
What the hell, man? I mean, really? And why would you want? Why would you even think that way? And then he says, "Oh, well, it's going to be a story. It's going to take evidently a rocket scientist to figure it out." Well, they pretty much told us from the start when their first interviews come up.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'd sign up for you, but I'm struggling here.
Oh, babe, I love your weekly call-ins. You just have to promise me that. That's all I need.
I do my best.
I need
to tell your husband.
Okay, tell him what?
About my chicken today and feathers.
Oh,
tomorrow.
I will. He's probably listening out there.
We sit here sometimes, and I'll say, well, I told my husband the other day, I said, well, we're going to have chicken today and probably feathers tomorrow. And he looked at me. He looked at me real funny.
You're hysterical. I love you. I love you. We don't know what we don't know.
Well, we don't know what we don't know, but I'm just crazy and pet squirrel running around here trying to figure this out.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, every night I pray, and then I get up the next morning.
Look for an update.
And I think, I look for an update, and maybe something good's come about it, and everything. But I don't really know. I'm lost. I'm lost in it.
Well, Sebastian, he pretty much captured our hearts, I think, at this point, and to see, I think, how awful his home life was, allegedly, it makes you, care even more and not want to let his name go until they find him.
Well, he deserves so good. He deserves so good. And that child is not. He's not as messed up as they want to let on like he is. That y'all smart.
Yes. I
But
believe
now
that.
I couldn't. I mean, I could because I'm country as country. But I could live out off the grid. But now, if you take somebody that's always had dinner on the table, you know, that's a big difference in people that's not. They will survive. And that little feller, I mean, where does he go? He didn't have no money. He didn't know nobody. Never went outside, played. You know, never got to have any friends. He wanted friends for Christmas. And that's just pitiful. They've told, number one is he wouldn't even have went out. And if he did even come back, he might have showed himself, you know, at the bowling alley. Or he might have showed himself at the restaurant in the bathroom or something. And she just got so highly pissed at him that she said, well, I'm done with this. But, you know, there's poor little old Sebastian. Can't even be around his sister, but he can talk to her on the phone.
I know.
I feel sorry for him. You can imagine. I tell you what, I'd walk in hell with my back broke and dare the devil if my child was missing.
You know, I don't even know. I tried to think about how you go on. Like, I heard Katie went back to work. And I understand that people have to go back to work. But when I hear that, I think, how do you ever focus? Like, why would an employer even want you working when you're under such going through a traumatic situation and under stress? It seems to me like
I lost my mama and I was paralyzed.
Right.
And I lost my mama and I was paralyzed and why does he fall down the pits of these hellhole creators? I mean, him and little daughter Tony and you know, I don't know. And then you got Seth and Katie. They fall down in these little slum holes, and that's my opinion, allegedly. But you know, why don't you go on somebody like you or Dolly or somebody, you know, that's really interested in solving a case instead of somebody that's wanting to bitch about the other creator?
You know why? I think because we ask like real questions, right? And I feel like there were stipulations with those interviews. Like, yeah, because there was never any, you know, there was never any deep, like they couldn't dig deeper. And I don't think it's because that the creators didn't want to, because I know a lot of them are very articulate and smart. And I feel like there was almost an agreement, like, we're not going to go here. We're just going to talk about this, or I don't know. It just seemed like it was more planned out and they agreed to it. Whereas I don't think that I would have agreed to that. I think that's weird. I think it's a weird request. And I'm not saying allegedly that happened, but I think that would be that would send my radar off if I was getting ready to interview parents that were missing a kid and I offered my platform for awareness and they had, you know, stipulations. I mean, I could see if it was personal questions, but.
Well, he calls in, Steve calls in and wants to act like Sling Blade.
Right.
I said to him when I heard that, don't quit your day job.
Oh, I know. It wasn't even
home
funny.
And find work. It was ignorant.
It wasn't even funny remotely.
And they actually thought that was funny. I mean, ride home when you find work, because you ain't going to get none doing that.
Yeah. I just wonder how you go through the day. Like, how do you get through your work day? Like, it seems like, yeah, it might be a distraction. But then again, like you said, when I lost my mom, I literally took like time off work. I could not do it. I couldn't focus. And it was really difficult for me. So I couldn't imagine an open-ended situation with my kid not knowing.
Oh, my God.
It's bad enough having an outcome, you know?
It's like I said, I'd walk through hell with my back broke looking for my son and dare the devil at the same time. I'd still be, you know, I'd be mortal hell on wheels. And, you know, I can't even start to imagine that. it's a pathetic situation there, and they said that, or Seth said that he made the remark and told Katie, it's either Sebastian or me, and I hope you pick Sebastian. Well, I know she's used. I mean, she did. She was lucky. When I was raised up, Daddy would come in with a groundhog or possum or squirrel or rabbit and tell us it was chicken. He didn't have to tell us nothing. We starved to death. We just sat down there and ate it.
Dang, Pearl.
And groundhog steak's the worst you could ever imagine. Mama finally told him, says, well, hey, you're going to have to go in the yard, cook that. I can't stand the smell of it. But that's what we grew up.
Damn.
We grew up hard. I'm 67 years old.
You've seen a lot, Pearl.
I have been through hell and then come back and went back again.
You have so much knowledge and wisdom, though.
Yeah.
Well, I try to use it because I've been a survivor. You have to survive in this world, and ain't going to get no better until things start switching up.
Mm-hmm.
But I love you, and I miss talking to you. And
hey, I love you too, Pearl. I look forward to your calls, honestly.
All right, next time you cook chicken, you tell your husband chicken today, feathers tomorrow.
I definitely will. Thank you so much for making me laugh and smile. You're always a pleasure, Pearl.
I love you, sweetheart.
I love you too. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. We love our Pearl. She is so great. She's got the one-liners, man. Aw, you guys, she's giving y'all the warm fuzzies. That's so cute. Thank you so much, Pearl. 727-755-6001. Let's take a few more calls. You had a friend who shot squirrels to feed his family of 6. I mean, that is just so crazy. I'm 60s, grew up in East Tennessee, and remember McDonald's. What does that mean, James? Possum shredded with barbecue sauce can pass for pork. No. See, I love hearing from people that grew up differently than I did. It's so amazing to me.
From
Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Hey, Jay, it's Annie Jean.
Hey, girl, what's happening?
Hey, I can't talk long because my phone probably will die soon. I'm actually outside doing yard work. Anyways, I just tuned into your podcast here. I've been watching it like on and off while I'm doing work. But don't they still have Sebastian's electronics?
From what I
the
know.
FBI.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how did they find this guy? I mean, it's just kind of like a coincidence. Could they have possibly found him on his electronics? Yeah. Like the FBI is involved, the U.S. Marshals, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I just wanted to put that out there.
Right. I mean, it's crazy to think about, isn't it? Because they're super quiet. They're super quiet, yes. And they still have from what we know, they still have Sebastian's Switch, his PlayStation 4, his phone, and I don't know if Seth got his PlayStation 5 back.
Right. And is there anybody else in the Hendersonville area that they have the FBI on the case? I don't know. I don't really follow everybody that's missing, but it's just kind of coincidence that this guy is randomly found in Illinois. He's from Ohio. Like, how did they even find this guy? Somebody has to trace something from somewhere, and I'm wondering if it's the electronics. I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, it's a great thought.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully some updates.
Yeah, maybe we could get more info on what he was doing, because this is Homeland Security. And they just put that warning out as well after the TBI did that press conference.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is.
That's so scary. But I'll let you go, Jay. I just wanted to tell you that.
Okay, enjoy doing your yard. Enjoy your yard work. Thanks for calling in. And
yeah, my phone's gonna die. I have
okay.
to put it on the charger. I have you on speaker. I've been listening to you this whole
Aw.
time, but I haven't really gotten a chance to go and chat because I've been doing that, listening to you, but I enjoy you every day.
Well,
so.
thank you so
All right,
much.
have a wonderful night.
You
no
too.
problem.
I appreciate you, hon. Thanks.
Okay,
All
you
right.
too. Bye now.
Bye. How did I get blessed with such nice people? With such nice people. It is strange. Mark Klein. You got it, buddy. It's a deal. It's a deal. Okay, so she's got my mind a whirling. So I'm not familiar with anybody necessarily missing in Hendersonville. So I'm gonna see Sumner County. Is there any other teens? Because I know there was a couple that went missing, but they were found, and they were found rather quickly. Here's an article here. It says 15 Middle Tennessee children who still have not been found. There's Sebastian. Okay, the cases range as recently as February 5th, 2024, when 13-year-old Abdiel Hernandez was reported missing from I'm probably hacking this. Murfreesboro to as far back as May 4th, 2022. I pronounce things effed up all the time. And when then 15-year-old Kimberly Espana went missing from her Nashville home. Espana's disappearance is one of 6 missing children's cases in Middle Tennessee that have hit over 1 year without answers. All but one of those cases are out of Nashville. According to the TBI, 16-year-old Andre Chavez Rodriguez has been missing from Colombia since December 16th, 2022. Below is a list of Middle Tennessee's missing children. Okay, I'm going to share this. Hold on. We need to show their faces. We need to show this really fast. This is important. Okay, so here is. This is I don't want to hack her name. Massa de Lima Alonso. She's been missing from Nashville since May 27th, 2022. Hang on, let me get rid of this and make this bigger. This is important, guys. We need to look at these cases because who knows? I mean, who was this guy in Illinois essaying that has to do with Hendersonville that they're extraditing him? Did he lure someone? I mean, he physically did things. Where are these children? Okay, so we have Mazdalima Alonso. She is 17, Hispanic, black hair, brown eyes, 5'3", 120 pounds. Missing since March 27th of 2022. From Nashville. The next one is Salmi Veronica Kalpek, 13, Hispanic, 4'10", 120 pounds, Livingston, Tennessee, from 2/22/24. She was last seen wearing plaid pajama pants and a sweatshirt. So she was in pajama pants. It doesn't say where. This is just a few days before Sebastian. Oh, wait, I keep wanting to scroll up. Hold on. Here's the next one. Andri Chavez Rodriguez, 16, Hispanic, 5 foot tall, 158 pounds, Columbia, Tennessee. She went missing December 16th, 2022. It doesn't say what she was wearing. Christopher Cliff, 16, a black male, 6'2", 240 pounds. He's a big boy. Hermitage, Tennessee. He went missing June 29th, 2023. He could possibly be in Jackson, Tennessee, or the area of Shelby County. Raina Conjure, 13. Hispanic female, 5'5", 100 pounds. Missing from Nashville, Tennessee on September 9th of 2022. There's no circumstances. Look how cute she is. 13-year-old little girl. She's been missing since 2022. No one knows where she is. Look how beautiful she is. Kimberly Espana, age 15, female, Hispanic, 5'2", 197 pounds, missing from Nashville. Kimberly was last seen in Nashville, Tennessee. No other information. We have Ebeniki Ferris. These are two different photos. It looks like two completely different people. She's 17, female, black female, 5'7", 125 pounds, Nashville, Tennessee. She went missing on November 30th of 2023. She may be in the area of 25th Avenue North in Nashville. Abdiel Hernandez, a 13-year-old Hispanic male, 4'11", 125 pounds. He was last seen on February 5th, 2024 in the area of Minor Street in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Abdiel may possibly be in the area of Smyrna, Tennessee. These are all 1-800-TBI find. Brian Mraz, 15-year-old Hispanic male, 5'5", 130 pounds, missing from Cedar Hill, Tennessee. He's been missing since April 7th, 2023. Brian was last seen in Cedar Hill and is believed to be in the Smyrna or Nashville area. This is Brian Mraz. Eduardo Valerio Rafael Perez, 16-year-old Hispanic male, 5'4", 140 pounds, missing from Columbia, Tennessee. Missing since April 18th of 2023. He could be in Columbia, Tennessee, or Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's Eduardo. Anna Ramirez, 15-year-old female, Hispanic, 5'2", 135 pounds, missing from Nashville, Tennessee, since July 17th, 2022. No circumstances around this. She's so pretty. 15. She looks like a grown woman. Fake lashes and all. 15. Caitlin Reynolds, a black 14-year-old female, 5'5", 125 pounds. She went missing from Nashville, Tennessee, October 23rd of 2023. She was last seen in the area of Saunders Avenue in Nashville. Scarlett Rios, a 13-year-old Hispanic female, 4'10", 110 pounds. She's missing from Nashville. She went missing July 1st, 2023. We're rolling up on 1 year. No circumstances listed. Her shirt says, "Just be you." Ureli Rodriguez, age 15. Hispanic female, 5'7", 100 pounds. She went missing on September 15th, 2022 from Nashville, Tennessee. She was last seen in Nashville, Tennessee. Marlon Yesel Manguaya Valida, a 15-year-old Hispanic female, 5'5", 120 pounds, missing since October 12th, 2023, from Nashville, Tennessee. She is still believed to be in the Nashville area. And we're back at the very first one. Thank you guys for listening. That was the 15 teenagers. 1-800-TBI-FIND. 1-800-TBI-FIND. All right, let's open up those phone lines. Hey, Brian, is that the real Brian St. John? Is that the OG Brian St. John? 727-755-6001. If so, hello, Mr. Brian St. John. The phone lines are open. We're going to get Mark Klein, a 1-800-CALL-J wrap on his vehicle. It doesn't say. If it had the circumstances, I would have said it. There weren't circumstances listed. Those really are gonna have to be looked into. I know, James. I just think they're not brought up enough. You know, they're just not talked about. They're not talked about. Hey, Morgan. It's good to see you. It's the real Brian St. John here. This is for you, Brian. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute, Brian St. John.
So there's a lot of butt joints that we have to cover. And I'm like, Dudley, let's do butt joints together because I don't want to have to do them all by myself.
727-755-6001. Let's not talk butt joints. Give me a call. Let me know what's on your mind. This creeper on the screen was arrested in Illinois, of all places. Illinois, for crimes against children in none other than Sumner County. And not only that, Hendersonville, Tennessee. That's who it is, Bobby Brady. Let's. Oh, we've got a caller. We've got a caller, Bobby. Just hold on. Go sit by Marsha. I'll be with you in a moment.
From
You are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Jennifer.
Well, hello, Jennifer. Jennifer loves horses. What's up?
Hey, okay, so I don't believe anything that they say anymore.
Oh, no.
They're treating their child like a dog that is dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh, it's so sad. But it's not like, well, even if my dog died, I'd like crying hysterically, but
You'd be more
I mean,
sad probably if your dog passed away than what you've seen, right?
what they are with their child. Yeah, and it makes no sense. Like, I'd be throwing up. I'd be begging. I would be out there searching day and night. Like, I'd hire dogs. I'd hire people.
Wouldn't you be scared though that you would find your deceased child? Like, I feel like
No. At least I'd find him.
Yeah.
At least there was a chance that I could resuscitate him.
Yeah, I mean, I've
If he
just
was
tried to put
almost
myself in their shoes, that's all. And it blows my mind. Like, I just don't know what I would feel, you know?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have listened to the cops. I'd be like, no, I'm searching. You can't keep me from searching. The one time that I thought I lost my son, I flipped the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Flipped out. Like, where the fuck is he? We just moved into a new house. new neighborhood. The front door was open, and he's ADHD. He's off the wall. I'm like, he took off. Turns out he was hiding. I'd already called 911. I called everyone that I knew. I was out there asking the neighbors, where like, my son's not here. My son's not here. Where is he? I mean, like, I was flipping out, crying hysterically, and then I found him laughing in my basement. You would do anything possible as a mother, and you wouldn't be so calm like she is unless you did something wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I hate to judge, but yeah, I mean, I think the behavior is weird. I mean, I've watched a lot of
accident.
I've watched a lot of parents of missing children over the years, from decade to decade, and the ones that truly have lost their children, they all pretty much have the same demeanor.
Yeah.
As a baseline, you see pretty much it's the same. You watch a press conference, you're like, damn, it sounds like the other case, it starts to sound familiar. But the ones that are sus, that don't feel right, you got to wonder why.
Because it doesn't feel right, because we know it doesn't feel right, because we're human and we can acknowledge that. We can feel that. We can see that, We understand when somebody's lying. We get it. Like, even though they're not acting like necessarily they're innocent or guilty or anything, we can just feel it.
Yeah. And we have to follow our
gut,
gut, right? Follow your gut. Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah. And off the subject, did you see Chris Watts' cellmate put out a new book?
Oh no, who?
Uh-huh.
Who is it?
That one cellmate. Oh, it's on Amazon. It's this. I was in the cell next door.
Is it the Dylan Tallman guy, the one that he got caught with his undies?
Dylan.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is it the undie and Vaseline story?
Yeah, and it's called The Cell Next Door, Dylan Tallman. And I was reading a little bit of it, and I was like, this doesn't sound like...
Oh, do I need to do a read-along of Dylan Tallman's book?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there's this whole new confession now.
Oh, you're
and
kidding.
I'm like, no. And he wants to go back to court. Chris wants to go back to court because of this and this and this.
Oh,
and he's blaming Nicole
man.
Kessinger. And I'm like, okay, how do I believe you, Dylan? Like, I don't, right? And it's $17 for the fucking book.
Oh,
on Amazon.
damn. Maybe I can scrounge up some Audible credits.
I know. And
Wow.
so I was kind of listening to some people talk about it, and they're on TikTok, and they're like, oh, well, Chris said this. I don't know that he said that.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Dylan just wants his money.
I wonder, does Dylan have copies of, like, letters in there, too?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe, because he was dating that girl.
Oh,
and they were
man.
all talking together, remember?
Yeah, we're going to have to definitely get that book and read it. That is a definite must.
Oh. Yeah, so it's called, I told you.
What is it again?
Let me pull it.
The Cell Beside.
Let me pull it up to make sure.
It's like
It's The Cell Next Door, Dylan Tallman, on Amazon. And it's not even the house on the picture. Like, it's stupid.
Wait, so it's kind of like The Stranger Next Door, except it's
Right.
the cellmate next door. Oh, man.
I think he should get sued if he lies, though, because that's bullshit.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Thanks for letting me know, though. That's definitely on my list of things to do.
Yeah, look it up on Amazon, like, right now. But don't buy it, you guys, because we don't want to give him money.
Well, no, I'll buy it, and then I'll just read it to y'all. That way.
Yeah, like, don't give Dylan money. Like, that piece of shit, $17.99. Fuck him. And we don't even know if he's lying.
Is it hardcover?
I don't know. Let me check. Paperback.
It's paperback. So they're still
Paperback
talking.
is $17.99.
So how many pages is it? Does it say?
God, let me look. Oh, and it has a picture of him on the back with like a cap and like his smug look.
Is this cap
Dylan's
to the
look,
side?
You know? Yes. The author of this book served time in prison, celled up side by side with Chris. The two grew close and were co-authors at one point until recent complications. This book is basically a 7-month interview of Chris a year after his conviction. The writer brings the famous true crime story from an angle never before told, which is firsthand knowledge and directly from the source. And then Dylan says about the author, I wrote this last book in prison. The editing process took me a full year and it's finally published. I came from nothing, out of the mud, and trying to build back brick by brick. I want all of my readers to know that I am credible to write a book like this because I have lived it. He's lived it, man. Bro, he's lived it. That 1 star.
Your reading of that description was spot on. Brick by brick. This is
Brick
a
by brick.
captivating book about the cellmate next door. How Chris Watts stole my undies and Vaseline. The Dylan Tallman story.
God. It's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I believe he's lying about most of it. I do, because he wants to make money. So he has to make it salacious. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's got to be dramatic. Dun, dun, dun.
We've got to get Chris Watts on, like, I don't know, the Getting Out app or something to, like, release a comment or something. I don't know.
Chris, do you have any comments on this new book by Dylan Tallman?
Yeah.
Do you have anything you'd like to say in response? I'm curious.
I did not use Vaseline.
It was not Vaseline. It was lotion, damn it.
Oh, my Lord. That's so gross. So funny, too, though.
Oh, man. You made my night. You made my effing night. You know what? I'm going to get off here and look up.
I know. Do it. Nobody buy it. Nobody.
Nobody. Like,
we didn't want to give Dylan any money.
Oh, poor Dylan. Poor Dylan. Hopefully Dylan is getting his life on track, though. You know? I mean, for real. Like,
what was he in jail for? Okay, depending on what he was in
I
jail
don't think
for.
it was
What
anything
he in
like
jail
Chris was. But I think he's
Yeah,
been
but if it
he's
was
been a frequent
rape
flyer.
or-
You know, he's been in and out.
for? Was it sexual assault,
Oh,
rape?
that I
like
don't
things-
know. If it was, he can rot in hell.
Okay.
I don't know.
So it depends on what he's in jail for.
Yeah.
If not, okay, get Dylan some money with that sideways hat, you know?
Right.
Still, I mean, we have to find out first.
Baby D.
Yeah, that sideways hat. Oh, man. Well, thank you for letting me know. That makes my night for real. I got something to look forward to now. That will be funny.
Well, I can't wait until your commentary on it.
Yeah. Yeah, me either.
All right, thanks. Okay, you guys have a good night.
Hey, you have a good night, too. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
All right, bye. Thank you so much, caller. Now we have some reading material to look into. Let's take a couple more calls, guys. 727-755-6001. Just call and let me know what's on your mind. You don't have to talk about anything in particular. Just let me know. I have to save extra money after buying all of the Chad Daybell autograph books. Yeah, it's nice to see you in here, Brian St. John. Brian St. John is like one of the people that's been around for a long time. He's been here before I've been here, I think, because you were here when I got here. When I arrived on the YouTube scene and on the streets, Brian St. John was there. He was like, "Who's J is for justice." It's good to see you, though. I like seeing, familiar names. It becomes to be kind of, it really becomes like your second home here. I'd bet he'd answer. Who? Oh, Chris. I'll try to get a statement. He didn't need the Vaseline or lotion. I'm not even reading that out loud, Ashley. You've chilled out. We all have, Brian. I think, things got intense for a while there. It's good to see you, though, for real. I never didn't like you. I didn't like all that fighting. I didn't like that fighting. That gives me anxiety. I'll try to get a statement. Leo. Morgan, yeah, you've been here a while, too. Edible hit mucho. Okay, and here we go. We got a call.
Call from
Mendel.
Hello, you are live on air with Jays for Justice. Who am I talking to? Hello? Mr. Wendell? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Hello, you're live. What's on your mind? Hello? Mr. Wendell? Oh, call back 251. I lost you. 727-755-6001. Try to give me a call back. Phone lines are open. Let's light them up.
I'm sexy and I know it.
I work out. I remember when you and D-Wop played April Fools and told us Chris Watts broke out of prison. Oh my God, what a bunch of idiots we were, right? That is so funny. Brian, that was classic. We thought we were so funny. 727-755-6001. Let's hope not. Let's hope not, Mark. Hey, Mrs. Fletcher. Here we go, guys. We've got a caller.
Call from
Island.
Island Thrifties. You are live on air with Jay is for Justice. What's on your mind, girlfriend?
Hello, Miss J.
Hello, beautiful.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am wonderful. So I had two things.
Okay.
And my first one was with the missing children.
Yeah.
Project Veritas. Do you know them?
I've heard. Yes, I do.
James O'Keefe. They did a big undercover sting where there's like 800,000 missing unaccompanied children that have crossed over. And I'm wondering if some of those kids are them.
Right. Were they shipped off to Nashville, like from crossing the border and ended up in Nashville and they're missing?
Yeah, well, and some of them were being used as slave labor.
Yeah, what a mess.
And having to because they have to pay to get here. Well, as soon as they get here, the cartels are like, "Oh, you have to pay more." And so they're like in this never-ending cycle.
It's so scary.
But yeah, it is.
It was kind of shocking when I was reading through them and flipping through those 15 teens. Majority of them were Hispanic, and I was like,
yeah. But my second thought was with the guy. Have you seen all the intake, the increase in the teen suicides?
Yeah.
For sextortion?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That makes me wonder, did he run away because maybe he had been...
Right. I mean, it makes you wonder...
being blackmailed.
It makes you wonder, too, Island, about the kid, the 16-year-old that was found deceased in that cemetery. What was that all about,
We still haven't even heard.
Nothing. Well, we heard that it was someone local and that they were respecting privacy. That's all we know.
Yeah.
But they said it wasn't Sebastian, I guess. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of weird things that have happened surrounding this case for sure.
Yeah. But if this guy was like going after minors,
Yeah.
you know, maybe he was blackmailing Sebastian. It's always a thought.
Right. We really need to keep our eye on this one, I think, and try to find out more about his charges as things progress. Because they're bringing him down. So I don't understand what that means. Like, he committed the crimes. It sounds like it said ongoing SA. So he would have had to have been in person at some point, right?
Yeah, and he crossed state lines.
It's really scary. It's terrifying. He's 19. So you know this dude he probably had help doing things online. You know, birds of a feather.
Yep, like old Stefan.
Yep, it's terrifying.
But those were my two thoughts.
I love your thoughts. Thank you for calling in, Island. And are you traveling or are you staying put right now?
I'm staying put right now till Friday, and then I'm driving to Texas.
Okay. Well, at least I know for the next 2 days you're staying put. So on Friday we can all start keeping track of you again as you make your trek across the country.
Yep.
We'll be
you just never know where I'll end up.
I know. We're going to be on Island Watch Friday.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, girl, for your support and, you know, always, and for calling in. I appreciate you.
All right. I love you, Jay,
I
love the mods, and I love the chat.
Yep.
And mwah.
Mwah. All right. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Good night. I almost said good night, guys. Thank you so much, Island. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some diving into this. Again, this guy's name is Matthew Moklak, and the source was Hendersonville Police Department releasing this photo of this disgusting individual who, you know, he's got people he talks to online other than the kids that he is accused of doing really, really bad things to. Let's take another call. 727-755-6001. 617, try to call back. I missed your call. 617. Let's see if 617 can get through. When did Nick Barris say Ellie was working on 2 leads? That was just when I put that video out. It was that day. What's this guy's name on screen? That's 19. It is, let me scroll up so you can see it. It's right underneath this picture. I don't know if you can read it. Matthew Moklak. I'll drop it in the chat. We got a caller. You are live on air with Jay. What's on your mind?
Hey, Jay, it's Cricket.
Hi, Cricket.
You hear an echo, do you?
I don't.
Good. Okay, so I'm calling because I am bringing up how the first day that this took place, father and a son who was searching before the police even really got there and had their team all started.
Uh-huh.
And boy was
Cricket, you're cutting in and out on me. I don't know if it's you or me though.
Weird is happening.
It's like
Now is it
every
better?
other word I'm missing. I can kind of make out though, and I want to hear what you have to say.
Can you hear me now better?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the boy fit the description, Sebastian. Police, if you remember, with the dispatch saying that was a boy and his father who were searching.
In the creek?
Were mentioned again. He was just searching, like, in by the woods.
Just helping. I'm going to have to play the
before
dispatch
the police
again.
even had their search done.
They were already
It
out
wasn't
there.
even started yet.
I remember that.
Right around the time when you heard about the or whatever, that weird thing in the woods or whatever. Buddy, not even Bobby, the neighbor in that neighborhood, and with his son searching.
Not even Bobby what?
Isn't that kind of strange? Not even Bobby mentions Ann and his son searching. And the other strange thing is, like about Sebastian's age, he would have been in school.
True.
How would he be out searching?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old
What he
her
talks
kids are.
about. Strange.
Sorry,
word
you're
about
cutting in and out on me. I can kind of make out what you're saying.
Kendo has
I'm
just
gonna play
donated
this
$10.
dispatch.
You're the
I don't know if
best,
you can
Jane.
hear me. Because I'm only
Hey,
hearing.
it's not working.
I know. I'm only hearing like every other word. But I just pulled up the
Another
dispatch.
time. I'll let you go.
All right, I'm going to play the dispatch. Thank you, Cricket. Love ya. Oh, I can't hear her. Oh, what a bummer. Dang it. Sorry, Cricket. I wish I could hear you, but you know what? You bring up such an interesting thing. Let's go ahead and play this dispatch audio. We're not going to play it with video. We're just going to listen. Put your listening ears on. We're going to roll this footage. Hi, Tommy.
Heading missing 1008 Stafford Court, 1008 Stafford Court, Hendersonville. Caller advised that the 15-year-old male is not in the bed. Medium white male, 3 blonde hair, approximately 5 foot, 120 pounds. I was going to be wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants. Juvenile does have a pharmacologism. This is the first time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight. The doors are locked at this time.
10-4 Monroe.
Central to 47-180, 412. Juvenile left his son at the house. The mother is driving around looking for him in the Victoria Place subdivision, and she is driving a baby blue Infiniti.
Let's get there and see what's going on. Do our own search of the residence. We'll go from there. I'm in the area. Check one hold up. Just seeing it. You can take the assist and route to the missing juvenile.
I took Personal Medical Center ER, Center Station ER, Center Regional ER, and Skyline, all clear of the juvenile. You can see that the code red has been launched at 7:45.
Next big track back up, going into the construction site over here, back towards the beach.
It's awful muddy. Do you see any footprints, anything? Couldn't have any shoes.
I do have some footprints.
Right there where you're standing?
Yeah, leading right over here to the retaining.
No shoes, just footprints?
He literally dove into it. Max led me straight to the retaining pond. He dove into the water.
Have you seen any prints around it?
There was a few footprints in some of the softer dirt headed straight this way on the track that he was running.
Do we have a picture yet? That's simple. What was that heat signature at? Where the riprap is, where the trees are. 25 feet maybe out in toward the middle. Hey guys, the construction zone, there's another pond. There's somebody standing in the woods. It looks like a person. It is a person, we know, but there's another pond. He's standing back there by himself. Past the construction zone in the same area back there. Yeah, the north end of it, yeah. Now over here, go straight back. There's a person in the woods by that pond. There's the house on the other side of the tree line. Going back toward beach or going on the back side? Yeah, on the back side, and he's not moving. He's just standing there by himself in the woods. It's Hendersonville 517. I'm on the northeast corner in the cemetery across the tree line. Am I close? No, the backside. Nikki, if you can, do you have anybody there with you? Stand by. Let me see if I can find it on my map. I got my drone grounded for the moment, and I'll see if I can do it. Target's over. 1 to 2. I'm in my truck. 2, there's 4 of us on foot coming across the yard. Start directions. 19's on the screen. Straight in. Keep it on. Go left.
Sorry, guys.
Just come back. You passed it. There's no right here. Won't be there. Won't as you going. Into the woods.
Sorry,
you
guys.
should be about 15 foot from it.
We don't know what we don't know.
Should be all over whatever it is right there. The 2 people walking the woods. It's a mannequin. Sorry, guys. Look just like a person from the air. Hendersonville 66. What's the name of the child that we're looking for?
Sorry, guys.
First name is Pat. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? First name is Pat. Last clothing description was black sweatpants with a white stripe, black long sleeve t-shirt with a print. Nikki, how many drones do y'all have up? 1 at the moment. I've got mine grounded so I can get Sartopo up. I'll be back in the air in a moment.
I think he said Nikki. So it's not Nick anymore, guys. It's Nikki. Nikki, how many drones do you have in the air? Because down in Tennessee, you're not Nick. You're Nikki or Billy or Robbie. You always have that little boy name like Bobby.
So I can get Sartopo up.
Damn it, Bobby.
I'll be back in the air momentarily. 29 Central on scene. Put 2 out here with me. 10-4, has anybody been there since the initial? There's a whole bunch of people here now. 4 in the morning. Can you help me listen to the radio on the north end until we wrap this up, please? Yes, sir. Brandon, you've got Hendersonville Mounted Patrol coming up there, and Joe's sending some more cars if we can start from the beginning, from the original house, and set up a new plan up there. 10-4, that's what we're doing now, sir. Thank you.
Interesting. And this is at 8:44 a.m. They are going back and starting back at the house again. Something threw them off from when they were out there. What, they get there at 7 something? By 8:44 a.m., they're like, who's at the house? He's like, a bunch of people, 4 people and the mom. And then he's like, all right, we need to get back to the house and start over.
$1 so neighbor advised that he's found the child under his son's car, which is across the street, 2 doors up. So
okay, across the street, 2 doors up is where he was under the car. Now think back to that January 16th video.
Be sure and search under cars and under things. Who do you want to go with this other canine search and rescue? I just talked to the GC of the construction back here. He's going to start getting the word out to all his crews that are out here working. Everybody, 94 to 1,000, so we can get a game plan and reconvene. Hey, Target, can you put a drone right over top of this trash can, this dumpster?
Thank you, Shel.
Anything in it. 188. Van 184 is going to send you a picture.
Did I miss the part where the kid is out there? I don't think it was before the cops got there, though.
You send out overhead for 1,008 staff.
Code Red was sent out at 07:45 this morning.
2-4. We will stand that in good. Can we retry that, please?
10-4, will do.
12-188. Go ahead, sir. Can you come to 1,008, please? 2-4. 12 to any units that are going to be assisting with 1,008. Please come to 1,008 staff report now, please. Start at the beginning of Kelly Lane, 1,000. We're going to work our way north of Kelly Lane. That's fine. I'll get these 2 houses right here, and we'll take the right side. The white Ford truck, that's the Hendersonville officer's house that's with me. No, that house hasn't been checked. The next house up from it, you'll see the white Ford in the driveway. We will get a
neighborhood Facebook page. Post was made 1023. Check. No motion on camera.
Now heard. We've had an additional caller call in that was in the van stating she saw someone that made with a description on Hogan's Branch, male with sandy blonde hair, with a bag wrapped around his head. She also stated she had on a reflective jacket approximately 2 hours ago.
30 command. 139 World End has a camera, but nobody's answering the door. He had some ties at White House High School, and every time he got in trouble, he wanted to go back to White House, so I notified White House PD, and we're notifying this, sir.
10-4. 10-4, that was the camera, is correct?
Yes, 10-4. Nobody's answering, nobody's home. In reference to that address, please run a registration check on Tessie tag.
This is interesting, this Mercedes, too.
Tennessee.
Next Series 2012 BMW,
Or BMW.
black in color, registered.
2012 BMW. Why did that come up, you know?
Other address. Confirmed NSR.
Confirm NSR. What does NSR mean? Does anybody know? 'Cause I don't know what that means.
You can't see it, you can find any information. I'm sure we can look up on a phone number or something. We would appreciate it.
Command to units that are at staff report. When you check a residence, please give me the numeric and unit numbers that have checked it and whether or not you made contact with anybody.
Made contact with 1000 Kellen Lane. He checked all of his cameras. Nothing was on. No answer at 102 or 103 Kellen Lane. 105 answer, hasn't seen it. Nothing on the ring doorbell.
10-4, and you're saying 102 is at 1002?
1002, I'm sorry.
Did you ask if you had any light purple hoodie?
I don't know if the parents will know, but just found out if he owns a light purple hoodie with her something on it.
Can they ask?
Mom doesn't advise her, she told me. Yeah.
Cricket, I think that Mercedes had a boat, and I think that was the Cajun Army. I think that was when the Cajun Army was there. That might have been their Mercedes. I don't know. There was a black BMW that they ran the plate on.
They were at Dragon Square last night.
They said that Sebastian, when he got in trouble, he always wanted to go back to White House. That's what they said.
Just bowling at them. Do you have a unit go there? Make sure that he hasn't returned there. 1015 have ring cameras, but didn't pick up anything. 517 Hendersonville is with me. 1000 contact, haven't seen anything either. Nothing on ring doorbell. 1012 Kellen Lane through 20. All 1012 go through the entire. The lady at 1032 Kellen runs the neighborhood Facebook page, and she's updating it to request people to look in their crawl spaces and hidden areas.
4.
Hey, on at 1000 Kellen Lane, did y'all happen to check the crawl space? I will have to check my list, but if it wasn't locked from the outside, it was checked. 1018 Stafford. They are reviewing their camera footage right now. They need to contact and the cameras
We're at
checked.
10:06 a.m.
184, your low volume. They got cameras checked.
It will 1018. And I'll be out at St. John Missionary, 1085. Resident at 1028 Kellen Lane states that he just saw a kid with a black shirt, black shorts, had a phone in his hand coming across the construction. When he made contact with this gentleman, the subject went straight back to the woods at the top of Kellen Lane. I just talked to him. He's one helping.
Okay, that's weird. There's a gentleman that they spoke to that when they made contact with him, he went back into the woods. Who does that? Cricket, I'm confused. White House, Tennessee. He went to White House schools. And the guy on the screen is a man who was arrested in Illinois. He is being extradited to Hendersonville to face charges against children. His name is Matthew Moklak. And we plan on deep diving into this 19-year-old's life. Yeah, I just talked to him. He's the one helping. Listen to this.
States that he just saw a kid with a black shirt.
You can hear the neighbor or whoever saw it. You can hear them like reiterating what they just saw. Listen.
Black shorts. Had a phone in his hand coming across the construction. When he made contact with this gentleman, the subject went straight back to the woods at the top of Kellen Lane. I just talked to him. He's the one helping. Thank you. 12 units. When you're done with your assignment, please come back to 1008 Stafford. 2023, 24, 18, and 16 Stafford. Covering cameras. Nothing's been called. Operations have started at Willow Bend Drive. St. John Baptist is clear all the way along. And the dumpsters and both truth buses have been cleared also. They're making that.
10-4. Are you going back to Stafford Court?
Still on search, but general area.
1026. Kellen Lane, no contact. 1028, made contact, nothing on their cameras. And 1030, contact, nothing on their cameras, and nothing in the treehouse behind the house.
10-4.
66, man. All houses on Kellen Lane have been checked.
Brad, those woods on that side of Long Hollow, we've been unable to fly to due to the distance with the drones. So those big woods that's south of the house, we haven't been able to get. All properties on Vandy Wood Court have been checked. We're starting on Honeysuckle now.
Yeah, that's 3293 Long Hollow Pike. Beyond the creek and checking that cave behind the house.
I'm almost back to the house. Meet my partner.
I crawled back into the cave as far as I could go before it got muddy. No footprints, and it's collapsed only in about 10 feet.
10-4, but you're out of it, correct?
You would think so, Trooper.
Trooper Grinder has himself and a few troopers. They're going to hit the roads outside of our immediate vicinity and just look for him walking down the roadway somewhere. 3301 Long Hollow Pike has been cleared. Stone House, several outbuildings have been cleared. They're unlocked if anyone else wants to look. I just sent you the endangered poster. If you can put that on our social media, please. 12 to 188. Please.
Did y'all check inside each one of those buses behind TW Hunter?
10-4, so we check them all.
Okay, well, we're about the three closest to the building. We asked Hendersonville to respond to the area of National Pike and Carrying Road. There's a juvenile in that area wearing black pants and a red T-shirt, shaking back and forth like he had autism. It was just reported to us.
Shaking back.
Outside of Long Hollow from Kellen Lane to Center Point has been checked. Can you check the field houses that are up on top of the hill by the practice field back behind TW Hunter? I don't see that anybody has tracked through there on foot.
Simple.
The school has been a really big focal point throughout this case, too. Like, we have them at TW Hunter. We have, Seth always at the school. It seems like they're always at the school for some reason.
One, my starting location's clear. Residents involved at 3221 Long Hollow Pike is clear. And from my starting location to Shackle Island, I've walked the entire creek bed and then up to is clear.
Leo, they said, oh, that's the one that's helping. And they were like, oh, okay. It's kind of like, sorry, guys. Look like a person from up here.
Myself and 182 have been behind TW Hunter, all the way behind Beach. Football field and baseball field, up in the fields, checking tree lines all the way to the cemetery.
Okay, so what I'm curious about is during this search, right, the kids would have all been in school. was like the school searched? Were they like in the school, like checking closets? I'm really fucking confused right now. Excuse my language, but they're at his school and school's in session. Were they just looking around the school, or did they like go? I'm confused. Did LE talk to that guy, show Sebastian's photo, and it not be him? Was this not him? I need to know. I don't know. There's another one of a kid that they see in a black shirt. Listen.
Behind Beach Road Presbyterian. We're still here so far, cleared. You know, something 182. We've not made ourselves around to the front of the schools and the side of the schools yet. We're still in the back. Very well, we get a long haul flight.
I mean, I guess I would hope at this point that they were trying to talk to kids he spoke to at school, like pulling them out of class and saying, when's the last time you talked to Sebastian? You know, if you spoke to him outside of school.
Yes.
Go ahead, 3.
The bus and the shed have been checked at 3220.
Thank you. And you and your partner stop at Willow Bend and go house to house, Willow Bend. Check all those, please. See where people have driven through it, but it doesn't look like anybody went house to house. Yeah, well, every house on Honeysuckle has been checked. People that answered the door have only seen the Ferrisman this morning, nothing else. The White House and Red Barn adjacent to TW on our 2105 New Hope.
Here we are. They said TW Hunter again. TW Hunter is his school.
THP has joined in with myself and 517 on Willow Bend to check houses. The big holding pond has been cleared by Hendersonville Fire. They're going to rehab at Shackle Island for a bit, then go to the one over by the cemetery.
Field houses behind the beach, soccer field's been searched. We're going to head over to the side field house across the street from the fire hall.
106, 108, 110, 112, Willowbrook, all check, no contact with any homeowners, and none of these houses have crawl spaces.
Beach football complex.
Were y'all still searching that area?
Yes, sir.
Made contact with a realtor at 114. Hasn't seen him, and all the rooms have been cleared. 116 made contact with that homeowner. He said he has seen that child walking in the neighborhood in past times, but not recent.
The main field house next to the first.
Okay, so somebody on Honeysuckle said that they saw that child at past times, but not recently. So that tells me that Sebastian wandered around on Honeysuckle Drive, which is a couple streets up.
Annex has been completely searched. All clear. It's got beach softball, beach football. It's the one next to the beachgoing church between it and the First Annex. It's the main football complex. Me and Marshall's back here in the back of the cemetery back here.
No contact with anyone, and his truck is not here either. So I think the lady's here trying to get in her driveway in your car.
No contact with, what was that? And his truck is not here either. This is at 11:56.
Beach football. It's the one next to the beachgoing church between it and the First Annex. It's the main football complex. Me and Marshall's back here in the back of the cemetery back here.
No contact with anyone, and his truck is not here either. So I think the lady's here trying to get in her driveway in your cars, and is the key there by chance?
It is, but it's locked.
Okay. Yeah, she's trying to get in the driveway. We haven't had a process.
Call came in at 6:33 this morning.
Great, thank you. You may do this, man. We just put another can on the ground at the house.
Okay, that's interesting. The call came in at 6:33, so that's the dispatcher saying that. But remember, they didn't call 911, so the dispatcher got the call from someone else. Okay? The dispatcher didn't get the call till 6:33. Chris Proudfoot said that the call was made to Sheriff's Department at or around 6:20, to be exact.
Flung.
So from 6:20 to 6:33, what was being said on Chris Proudfoot's private call that he made directly to somebody in the Sheriff's Department, right? That's a lot of minutes. If it happened at 6:20.
See the picture of anything? We are breaking off Fury Gallatin for fuel.
Refuel.
The creek worsens to New Shack along Hollow and the bridge there have all been checked. Marty, what's your location?
And you guys, I would have to assume if there was camera footage at Worsham's, they were going door to door for camera footage. And the fact that they were really focusing over by Worsham's and the school and that whole cluster area, it tells me that they did probably look for camera footage everywhere, not just in Sebastian's neighborhood. They had to have asked the school, Worsham's, whatever, structures have cameras around there. I'm sure they got them all.
Gallatin by 109 in Thornton's right now.
I just got a phone call. Kid matching the descriptions, hiding under the bridge, lower station camp behind the market. I'll be en route. I'm close. If we get somebody else on the other side of their nursery to come down, she stated that he could be on that side.
446, where was he last seen at?
Just under the bridge.
How do you know that,
she stated that when she went down to turn around, he was gone.
446. Did you talk to the client?
So at 4 p.m, they got someone calling in saying he was there. And then she turned around. Hold on a second here. Who's this blonde in leggings? I want to know if she was wearing Ugg boots. Was she wearing Ugg boots? Because someone called at 4 p.m. to say they saw Sebastian under a bridge. They turned around and went back, and the kid was gone. And they were just standing on the bridge when the cops came back. Listen again. Think purple furry boots.
Other side of their nursery to come down. She stated that he could be on that side.
446, where was he last seen at?
Just under the bridge. She stated that when she went down to turn around, he was gone.
446, did you talk to the client?
She's still on the bridge. White female, black leggings, I believe, blonde hair. To her. 447, 446. You see any tracks that way? I'm taking Creek Clover. See any track? 446 to 447. Hold your location, please. I'm on foot now.
10-4. I know they've got the dog up there.
The helicopter's coming back to you. 158 Upper Station.
The residents say it was the EPA. Approximately 5 minutes ago, somebody walked through that gate right below you.
There's somebody in black. Yeah.
Right here, right here.
There's a deputy at 158.
Did you hear that? There's somebody in black. There's somebody in black.
I saw somebody in black on the tree line. I don't know if it's one of our guys.
I think it was one of their guys.
Yeah, there's two law enforcement guys walking back here along the tree lines. Let's go through there.
12 to 24.
Thank you so much,
How long have
Tiffany?
they lived in that house? A year.
Okay, how long have they lived in that house? A year?
Tiffany B has just donated
Tiffany B, thank you so much for generously donating through J4J411.line.
Thanks for another great stream.
I appreciate you so much.
Where were we at before?
Cambridge Farms, Gal.
Thanks,
449 Remington in Cambridge Farms. White male, gray t-shirt, white pants.
They didn't get to see his face, kind of shaggy blonde hair.
We'll be out at Lower Station, Scarlet, and Big Station with a white male juvenile, a four-wheeler in the creek.
Who checked out with the juvenile on Station Count?
This is not going to be our missing juvenile. He's with his father in the creek.
I made contact with the male, the caller, and him in the trail called about. It's not our subject.
And that's where it ends. That's the last thing. It was people out in a creek with their dad, I guess, searching. Crazy, huh? I don't know what Mercedes you're talking about, Cricket. Let me see if I can satisfy your curiosity. It might be, are you talking about at the park? And you guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We were talking about this guy. His name is Matthew Moklak. He was arrested in Illinois. To be exact, he was arrested in Villa Park, Illinois on June 20th. And it was announced today he is being extradited to Hendersonville for numerous charges against children. Yeah, with his father in the creek. It's weird. It's weird. I'm wondering if this is the Mercedes you're talking about, though. I know there's one where it's holding a boat. That's a white one. But the one with JLR, they actually talked to a man in a black SUV, but they're just giving him like flyers. Is this going to be it? Okay, here it is. He's talking about farting. That's the lab. JLR and Seth. Here we go. So in one of these parking lots, they actually are giving flyers to someone. I don't know if that's right here. In case you missed it, I just dropped it again.
I just dropped them all. You don't mind handing those out?
Is that what you're talking about, Cricket? Give them more.
We're out running around all the time over here, and we're out through the woods and going. Is it you? No, that's me. Oh, you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, that's me. I was like, somebody growing? Maybe I just put it out. Hey. Well, I know, is it you?
Thanks, Karen.
I was just going up. I don't care, man. I'm bringing off. Well, here's the way I'm doing
I think those pants he's wearing. Okay, is that what you're talking about, Cricket? Yeah, that's a passerby. And then there is like a Mercedes vehicle. In the in the interview where Seth is standing in a parking lot like wide open, there's a white Mercedes, but it has a boat attached to it. But then here at the end as well of this video, I think at the very end they talk to another couple. I was watching this again last night. And I was like, wouldn't it be wild if this was like agents? I mean, like, nobody's there. The park's fucking closed. And these, okay, just hear me out. Let's everybody put on our tinfoil hats for a moment, okay? Put your tinfoil hats on and think about the fact that this park is closed, right? It's literally like National Lampoon's, like, sorry, folks, park's closed, okay? And these people come with their accents that are not Tennessee. Like total tourists. They're at this closed park. Okay? So let's take a listen into this interaction and let's watch this interaction. Let me get this creepoid off the screen. But I was just like, how random is this interaction? It's just so weird to me. All right, so we've got our tinfoil hats on. Let's watch. Law enforcement clears people all the time, and the parents, they want to clear right away. They don't want to be clearing people 4 months in. They want to clear those. Oh my gosh. Why do I have to talk over this? I might have to go find JLR's version. Parents right away so they can explore other options.
About an hour and a half from here, but he's been missing for 3 weeks. He's autistic.
I saw the phone. Umbrella.
Okay, we're gonna keep an eye. We are leaving here next week and going to Crossville. I keep this on the car.
We are together.
Leave in the car and one we keep with us.
Aw, what nice people.
I mean, every person that sees it.
Wait, my mic is static? Hold on. Let me close a couple windows down. Is it better now? Hello, hello. I always say that. Hello, hello. Is it better? I need to wait. I need to wait and find out if it's okay. Is that Swedish? Yeah, I just had too many windows open. Sorry about that. I don't know. What is that accent? They both have shades on. They're both wearing hats. Like, where are they going? Where are they getting out and going? I do have the ruckus file. Mm-hmm. Let's keep watching.
Sure.
Gonna put him on my Facebook too.
Oh, what nice people.
Where did you said he was missing 1 hour and a half from here?
Hendersonville.
Where is this? Northwest of Nashville. Okay. Okay.
North. See how he... Put a 1 in chat if my audio is fine on everything right now. Let me know. Put a 1 if my audio is fine right now. Please. I don't want to keep playing if it's staticky. It's still staticky for me or the video? Is the video okay? Am I okay? Let me know. My mic sounds shitty. That's really strange, though. I don't like that. Okay, let me try the video again. Let me know if it's better, okay?
We're gonna keep an eye on it. You're welcome.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
I think he's a little confused. Okay, let me go to JLR's video. So I don't have my commentary in the background. We can just watch it straight through. So this is towards the end. Hopefully you guys can hear me fine. I had the volume boost on. That might be a reason why. I turned it off, so. Okay, let's watch how this interaction took place. Here we go.
How we doing today?
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey,
My name is Roger. I'm actually looking for my son.
I'm sorry about that.
Where did it?
It happened in Hendersonville, Tennessee. About an hour and a half from here. But he's been missing for 3 weeks. He's autistic.
I saw the alert. The
Phone?
phone. Umbrella.
Okay, we're gonna keep an eye. We are leaving here next week and going to Crossville. I'll keep the deals on the car.
We are together.
Leave in the car and one we keep with us.
Okay,
So
okay.
You know, if anybody sees it, then, I mean, every person that sees it, if you go somewhere and they want the flyer, go ahead and
sure.
put it there.
Gotta put him on my Facebook too.
So where did you said he was missing? 1 hour and a half from here?
Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Where is this?
Northwest of Nashville.
Northwest of Nashville. Okay. Okay. We're gonna keep an eye on it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
Amen. You too.
Okay, I noticed something, and I'm sorry if I'm staticky. I don't know what's wrong with it. But did you notice that he said Hendersonville was northwest of Nashville? Because it's not, is it? I mean, I've looked at the map a dozen times. It's clearly northeast of Nashville. Northeast. Why is his ass saying northwest? Let's listen to this again. Does Seth just not know his directions? I mean, how are you a corrections officer if you don't know your directions?
How we doing today?
Hey.
Oh, yeah. How you doing?
Hey,
My name is Roger. I'm actually looking for my son.
I'm sorry about that.
Where did it?
It happened in Hendersonville, Tennessee. About an hour and a half from here. But he's been missing for 3 weeks. He's autistic.
I saw the alert. The phone. Umbrella.
Okay, we're gonna keep an eye. We are leaving here next week and going to Crossville. I'll keep the deals on the car.
We are together.
Leave in the car and one we keep with us.
Okay,
So
okay.
You know, if anybody sees it, then, I mean, every person that sees it, if you go somewhere and they want the flyer, go
Sure.
Gonna put him on my Facebook too.
So where did you said he was missing? 1 hour and a half from here?
Hendersonville.
Where is this? Northwest of Nashville. Okay. We're gonna keep an eye on it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
Amen. You too.
Okay, well, first of all, if you're looking for your kid and you want to describe where he went missing from, you're going to know the direction. He lives northwest of Nashville. Yeah, I mean, there's no one else there, you guys. The park's closed. There's no one here. I mean, there's random vehicles that come through. Here's another one. Watch. This is a closed park, but we have randos. Watch. Here we go. Here's another one.
Your flashlight fell out the door.
Your flashlight fell out the door. Oh. Oh. Oh, his flashlight.
Bing bong. Hi, how you doing today, ma'am? Great today. My name is Seth Rogers.
This woman's just randomly by herself in this closed park. She's just all alone. This is a lady by herself. Hold on. This is a lady all alone in a closed park in March. It kind of makes you wonder who these people they had encounters with were. Does it not? I mean, Seth announced the night before he did this search that he was going to do it. He was on Josh's the night before, for one.
See anything down there? Why does it look weird? Huh? So why does it look weird?
Okay, I have goosebumps too. What is going on in this water? Seth goes, why does that look weird? What is that?
See anything down there?
This is the swimming beach.
Why does it look weird? Huh?
This is the swimming beach. And there's a bridge that goes across that water as well.
So why does it look
I know, what is that? Is it like pipes or something? What are they doing? Is that the swimming area? Like, I don't understand. It's the swimming area. Thank you, Linda Lou. With a girl named Linda Lou. Well, yeah, I'm looking for something weird, Davy Jones, because Seth just said, why does that look weird? It's netting for soil erosion, said Karen Powers. Davy Jones, he said it looked weird. What are you talking about? And that's why we talk it through and figure out what the F it is, Davy. Deliver Colonel Sanders down to Davy Jones' locker. Davey, prove it. Prove it. I've never seen that. We have tons of freshwater lakes in Michigan. I've never seen nets. I've never seen that. It's weird.
Why are you picking on stuff?
Sebastian! That echoes like shit, dude.
Northern beans, I don't know. Look, Davy Jones, I am not trying to manipulate anyone. We're watching a video and talking through it. Seth said, why does this look weird? And I said, oh, that is weird. What is that? Chill the hell out, Davy. Or you know what? Better yet, you want to call in, Davy, if you've got so much to say. Nope. Yet, you know what? Better yet, you either shut your lips and chat or call in. You've got two options. You've got two options, Davy Jones. I'll go back and open up the damn phone lines just for you, Davy. They are open. 727-755-6001. Call me. Call me, Davy. Let's talk this out. They're so uncomfortable with JLR. They know he's filming, but like it's so awkward. 727-755-6001. Call me, Davy. Let's talk this out. I'm not going to argue with you in chat. Tell me how I'm being manipulated, Davy. Call me. Tell me how I'm being manipulated, because I'm not going to fight with you. It's much easier to verbally talk it out. 727-755-6001, Davy.
How we doing today? Hey.
Oh, yeah. How you doing?
727-755-6001, Davy. The line is open.
Where did it happen? In Hendersonville, Tennessee. About an hour and a half from here. But he's been missing 3 weeks. He's autistic.
I saw the Alex.
Thank you, Tiff.
Umbrella.
Okay, we're gonna keep an eye. We are leaving here next week and going to Crossville. I'll keep this on the car.
We are together.
Leaving the car and one we keep with us.
Okay,
so,
okay.
You know, if anybody sees it, then I mean, every person that sees it, if you go somewhere and they want the flyer, go like this. Sure. Put it there.
Gonna put him on my Facebook too.
So where did you said he was missing? 1 hour and a half from here? Hendersonville. Where is it? Northwest of Nashville. Okay. Okay. We're gonna keep an eye on it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
Amen. You too.
So yeah, he was like, he's missing an hour and a half away. I think he was kind of confused. Why are you looking here? 727-755-6001 is the phone number. Davy, you are more than welcome to call in. I don't want to argue with you. I'd like to hear why you think I'm wrong. This video was done 3 months ago on March 22nd, 2024. JLR investigates. Hello, Sandra. When did 18 mile? Well, I don't, Natchez State Park, I don't know how far it is. Hour and a half northwest, he said. They are really sweet cows. Thank you, Tiffany Byers, for donating those memberships. March 22nd. This is 3 months ago. This is JLR Investigates. Oh, we're getting the haters coming in now. Because we're watching a video of Seth Rogers himself. He has excuses. I know they say I make fun of the accents, but I'm married to a Georgia boy. Make it make sense. Oh, that's right. He's Southern, not country. I mean, if he's got something to say, I'm more than welcome. He's more than welcome to call in and let's talk it out. You shouldn't be hearing anything but me. Hey, Lee. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Davy Jones. Everybody who listens has their own brain. They have their own brain. No, I'm giving them an opportunity because I'm not going to go back and forth. Pearl Girl, I'm country's cornbread. It's chicken today and feathers tomorrow. And that's just the way it be. So maybe we should keep playing this, Granny. Maybe there's something to this. The beep beep, the flash flash, all that bullshit. Look at that flashlight in his hand, too. Let's talk about that. Can we talk about the flashlight that he's carrying around in broad daylight? Make it make sense. 2 flashlights. Yo. 2 flashlights. Look. Just saying. I see 2 mag lights. I spy with my little eye, Davy. Oh, Davy's in timeout. 727-755-6001, Davy. Or anybody else that wants to talk about this. I have bad static. Let me turn off that volume booster. I probably just fucked y'all up. Yeah, he wants to distract. It makes you wonder why these people pop out of nowhere wanting to distract a stream where we're just watching. Let me turn the gain off here. I'm sorry, I probably blew your eardrums out. From watching their own actions. Look at the flashlights in action, y'all.
It's empty. Yeah. The door locked. I didn't see anything in there. What?
Broad ass daylight.
We'll see all the way under. Normally it's an open floor plan underneath. Probably a lot of water down there.
He just went nah and walked away. What? He literally went nah and walked away. He didn't even touch the doorknob, and I am not picking him apart. I'm watching what he's doing. He didn't even touch the fucking doorknob. Is he supposed to be touching the doorknob? Does someone live here? Is it someone's house? What is this? He'll look. Sandwich.
There's no spider webs on there.
Okay, now this guy is just randomly happens to be sitting in the parking lot with his brakes on. He's just sitting there. Seth's truck is pulled up to the camp store or whatever, the park store. And this random SUV is in the parking lot. Now watch.
So what they're doing is they're going from these old abandoned and old buildings. Some of them are locked. They're just checking. They're checking the crawl space. They're just looking around for any where to find Sebastian. That's Sebastian's father, Seth, biological father. He's also talking to people in the area. They got flyers, sometimes handing out flyers to certain people. I've seen him do it up at the McDonald's near here, bringing awareness. This is what a father is doing to try to find answers for what happened to his son, 15-year-old son.
Where did the guy that he works with, where did Jones go? Because he was there in the very beginning. This is 2102. Look at the very beginning. This was the team. You don't think it's staged? Then why have him come out there to video that? They asked JLR to Seth, not they. Seth asked JLR to come out there to search, to video. He knows what JLR does. Seth contacted JLR. Why? For awareness?
Space. They're just looking around for any where to find Sebastian. That's Sebastian's father, Seth, biological father. He's also talking to people in the area. They got flyers, sometimes handing out flyers to certain people. I've seen him do it up at the McDonald's near here, bringing awareness. This is what a father is doing to try to find answers for what happened to his son, 15-year-old son.
Okay, so Jaden is hanging up a flyer. Wait, shit.
Oh, you? Okay.
Got that flashlight in his right hand, too.
I was like, I see somebody growing. Maybe I just put it out. Hey. If I know anything you, I don't feel too bad.
What the hell is so funny? Isn't that bizarre? Yes, I say Seth. It says camp store closed for season. Yeah, I don't know what's so funny. That's a pretty loud ass laugh, if you ask me. No solicitors, no smoking, closed, camp store closed, but this rando was just sitting there when they come walking back from the woods. Tammy, you don't have to be sorry. They're all suspects.
Sebastian's more important than whatever the hell they're advertising.
So they go into here and he says Sebastian's more important than whatever the hell they're advertising. These look like homes. I mean, they're trying that. Oh, this is weird. Yes, Jesse. Yep. They're hanging flyers in a closed park for the season. You got it.
Fucking fuzzy slippers and lip gloss.
No, that's not Trevor. That's Jaden. Trevor Lee, no, it's not you. Hey, Trevor. Trevor, what do you think about this search? Wait, Trevor Lee, I'm sure you've heard about the guy in Illinois that was arrested and he's being extradited to Sumner County for the child crimes. I put the link in the description of my video if you haven't seen it, but I'm sure you have. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. And this is not Trevor Lee. This is a guy named Jaden. So Seth's mom got a tip from a psychic, is what I heard, and his mom told him to go there. I closed down the phone lines, Joe. My computer's acting up.
Yes, no. You know, I can back my truck right up there if you need to. It's locked. See, I can imagine.
Here we go with the frickin' beeping that drives me crazy.
Well, walking. Why is it somewhat broke? Pull your truck up
March 22nd. March 22nd. When this is over, maybe I can... Here we go.
More? A little bit?
It's in the description, D.
Check the.
All right, this is March 22nd. All right. Trevor, do you want to call in? I'll open the phone back up for you. Let me open it up. I'd love to chat with Trevor for a few minutes. I know it's getting late. I've got it open 727-755-6001 if you want to call in, Trev.
If it's locked, he ain't gonna get in there anyway. Yeah.
No pressure, Trev, if you can't call. It's fine. I just know everybody was asking you to. And I'd love to talk to you. Same day Riley's body was found. So JLR was in Nashville for Riley. And then Seth got a hold of him and said, will you come here? And met him for this search. That's what happened. And JLR was going to go to Alabama for the Carly Russell hearing, and he didn't go. He didn't go. He went and met Seth instead. I mean, there's boats in here and stuff. This is people's stuff. And he's talking about searchers going on people's property.
Sebastian. Bing bang.
Oh! Yay! Hopefully it's Trevor. I think it is.
From
Trevor.
Hello, Mr. Trevor.
Hello, hello.
Hey, thanks for calling in.
Of course. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well.
Good. Hopefully everybody can hear you okay. So what's going on? What's on your mind lately? We haven't really heard from you. You did a great job on JLR. Keeping Sebastian's name out there.
At least as far as the public part, kind of, back off with all that happened, specifically, with the Tony and Seth situation. But, I mean, we're always looking, to make sure flyers are getting up. And I know people are out there searching. It's not something that people have given up on.
No, definitely not. And I know you won't give up. We won't here either. I definitely want to keep his name out there. But I just keep going back and forth on theories in my mind of what could have happened. And I don't know, this latest thing out of Illinois, it really made my antennas go up.
Yeah, that was very troubling, and I know that's going to create a lot of waves, at least for a little bit, when that article gets around, with the fact that it includes, that he's involved with Hendersonville and he was extradited back, and that's where he's being charged.
I know, it'll be interesting to see what he was exactly doing and who else he could be involved with. I mean, he's only 19. That's a lot of charges.
Yeah, and usually in those kind of situations, it only grows. The charges, they get you for what they have right then, and then sometimes it'll build, or somebody will see that he's been arrested and they'll come forward and more victims or things of that nature. So he could be looking at even more.
So true. So true. And it makes me think of the Delphi case with that Keegan Klein. I don't know if you followed that one, but
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sickening. So, where do you? I mean, I don't know. Where do you stand on everything right now? Are you open to everything, like the rest of us? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think that anything is possible, and I mean, I don't think, just as they've said they haven't ruled anything out, I don't think that we should either. I mean, within reason.
hmm hmm I mean, what do you think about the flashlight video? What are your thoughts on that overall?
Yeah, I go back and forth. I've seen, it's been said that it's a trash truck. That's what it seems to have actually been. But the way that video was cropped and put out is very odd because it doesn't look that way through that video. But then apparently with the full video, when they pull it back, it's a trash truck.
Interesting. And I wonder what are the identifiers that make them see a trash truck? Is it the lights?
I believe it's the lights, and then possibly even the route and timing of the specific truck that morning.
Interesting. Do you have any updates while I've got you on about let's talk about summer. Is there anything new that is going on in the Summer Wells case?
Nothing new, unfortunately. I mean, we just passed the 3-year mark. There was a beautiful event put on that day called Summer's Day. They've done each year. So we went to that. And there was a butterfly release. Flyers were given out. I closed this out. We had a long prayer at the end for just all of the missing. It was a good event. It was very somber, of course. Nobody thought we'd be here 3 years later. I look back at some of my earliest posts from the first few days and when it all came out, and it's just mind-blowing that we're still here without any answers.
It sure is. So what are your feelings, okay? Because I know you've gone through the ringer with some of these cases, right? How do you feel being treated? I mean, I know you were treated similarly by Seth that you were by Don Wells. And did you feel like this was deja vu when it was happening to you? Or did it feel different?
Honestly, it felt different with Seth, because with Don, I had been pretty, I guess, critical and skeptical of him from the jump, and so I understood a portion of the anger because if somebody was criticizing me that much, maybe I would lash out too. It surprised me with Seth because I had been right there with him for weeks at that point, for a long time at that point, for over weeks, and been the person that answered the phone when he called and things of that nature, and it was a weird, just a 180. I feel like when it blew up like that. I mean, I was as surprised as you guys all were watching it.
Yeah, I mean, and I wondered how you took that, if you were just like, okay, here we go again, or if you were, I mean, truly thrown like we were. And it's shocking to hear that you were just as shocked because, after all, I mean, you hadn't done anything wrong. So it was pretty shocking to hear. But yeah, I understand what you're saying about Don for sure. Don's pretty consistent, right?
Yeah, and it was one of those things where from almost the jump, from the first time he spoke out, I was pretty critical. And so it wasn't like, we got off on a great foot either, because I was like, some of the statements and things just in his past that was coming out didn't sound good. And I was very upfront about that. So I got there already being some of that tension with just him, I'm sure, not liking what I had to say. But with Seth, it just was, like I said, a complete 180 because he and I had gotten along. And it was just like that random day, somebody's like, here, there's it's Smiley's Live, and sent it to me, and then I hadn't even turned it on. They said the Seth was supposed to be on. I was like, okay. And then they sent it to me immediately when he starts yelling my name, and I was like, what in the world is going on? So I tuned it in, and as shocked as everybody else was, there I was in the chat like, whoa, what is going on here?
Wow. I mean, it's maddening. It's maddening. But we see a common denominator with that 180 too, with some other people being brought on. We all know about that. Which that seems to have quieted down a little bit.
Yes, thankfully. I'm glad to see that. And that's how it shifts back to Sebastian, is when all the drama, when that stuff starts to subside, it shifts back to Sebastian. That's all I wanted. That's why, once I said my piece about what had happened with Seth and all that, I was like, I backed out. There was a Facebook group to help manage. I was like, I'm just gonna leave this, try to get my name off of it. That way it can hopefully quicker get back to Sebastian, because this case isn't about me. It's not about any of us. And I mean, truthfully, it's not about Seth or Tony or anybody.
Sure.
I feel for any parent who's in that situation, but at the same time, it's about none of us but Sebastian. And when it becomes about all of us, it no longer is about the child. And that's why I think it's great that we see some of that subsiding and Sebastian being the focus when his case is talked about.
Mm-hmm. And I have so much respect for you for backing out when, things get a little heavy and the direction's shifting where it shouldn't be shifting. And, I commend you for being able to pick up on those cues. Not everybody can, Did you have an opportunity to speak with Katie at all?
No, I haven't.
Not at all. What are your thoughts on Katie?
I haven't heard enough from her to really have too much of an opinion. I think, I mean, we know she was the last one there. That doesn't mean anything as far as involvement. Her story, she gave it. I mean, she gave the full thing, and we had, as things, whether it was things being remembered, however it was being brought up, we heard more details come out, and we got kind of the full picture from her. But most of the things I've heard regarding her came from Seth, and so it kind of, at that point, I step back and say, do I take some of this with a grain of salt versus what parts of this is true?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And being someone who spoke with Seth at length, I'm curious to know, did he also share the same stories that he shared publicly in the podcast with you about Sebastian being online? Did you get the gradual, he doesn't really do much online, if he does, it's on my account, and then it gradually got to, he has his own devices? Did that happen in your dealings with Seth as well? Was that consistent, I guess is my question.
He never really brought that up, actually. He talked about how they played video games together, and that was kind of the length of that. He didn't go into use of internet or anything like that. Mostly just talked about how they played games. It was more of all the stuff they did together, and that was one of them, but he didn't go into the online portion.
Interesting, because he was really upset when he was speaking one time about him not getting his devices back. So I found that interesting that upset him, that he said, his PlayStation's not in his room. So I don't know. I mean, people say I pick apart too much stuff, but, there's just so many red flags out there, Trevor. It's really, it's disheartening to think about what Sebastian dealt with.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's important to nitpick things, and then you can stop and then decide if it's something important. You pull it back and say, well, okay, what would be the reasons that he wants, his devices back so bad? You look at the what you consider a regular reason versus a worrisome reason, and then you decide what you think it is. I mean, that works for most things that are said by the adults in these cases, and I think the same thing goes for him. I don't think we should treat his words any less than we do Chris or Katie's.
Right.
When we hear him, we decide if it's what we think of it. That's what it is. We interpret what he says how we do. Law enforcement will do the same thing, and that's how we as humans operate.
Yep. And you take it all in, and then you decide yourself. I'm not here to make up anybody's mind, and I know you aren't either. We're here and we're watching what's happening and going back and rewatching what has happened. And it was really eerie to go back and watch. I'm not going to lie. It was like a turning point when Seth, went off on you and all of that blackmail stuff. And it turned really gross. And it just, everything changed. The views on Seth, I never even paid attention to him in the beginning. Totally not on my radar, So it's funny how people start to tell on themselves.
Yeah, and that's why you let people, in any kind of situation, you let people talk, because you're going to either find out, eventually you'll find out if somebody's done something, you'll find out what they did. And I'm not saying that it counts for anybody here, but you'll also find a real version of somebody. I think we had one, Seth, the way he wanted us to stand for a while. And then eventually, as unfortunate as it is, he got worn down by this case, by the fact his son's missing and by all of the stuff going on. he gets worn down, and then we start seeing what I believe was the actual version of him. And I think you see that in plenty of different situations. I mean, it's the whole idea of, as people talk more and more, you see them because they can no longer put on an act or show you who they want you to think they are.
That veil slowly is lifted, for sure. Well, thank you so much for Trevor for calling in. I know it's getting late. I appreciate your time, though, and your willingness to answer the questions. But I want you to know that we support you here. We got you. We love what you do. Follow him on Facebook. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Sure. You can just Trevor Lee, the same name that I use in chat. You can find me on Facebook. You can follow me there. We basically any kind of things we work on, missing children or any kind of cases. You can see there. I post all my stuff there, so feel free to follow me over there.
All right. Thank you, Trevor Lee.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. Have a good night.
Yep. You too. Talk to you soon. Thank you so much, Trevor Lee, for everything you do. Everything you do for this community, for these kids. You're amazing, Trevor Lee. You are. You're an amazing young man. You never cease to amaze me. I was actually just telling my son about you the other day and how much you've accomplished at 22 years old. He's 25. And, I was just saying, it's nice to have you in this community, and we embrace you. And I just want you to know that. You are very special to us, Trevor Lee. We do love you, don't we, Christina? Look at, he's got the love going on here. But I hope you go to sleep tonight smiling, Trevor, because you are one of the very few good souls. Who says Ohio? Do I keep saying Ohio? It's Illinois. I don't know why I keep saying Ohio. It's definitely Illinois. It's Illinois. But remember, Seth did live in Ohio at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna go dive on this guy. Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, God. Yikes.
God almighty.
I think that's a good note to wrap this one up. Let's run our credits. This is a great call-in. Thank you, everybody that called in tonight. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your support, your super chats, your donations, your memberships, your gifted memberships. Ohio? Oh, shit. I got to change it. I'm sorry. I'll change it right meow. I got a little excited. I'm sorry. I'll change it right now. I'm sorry. All right, let's run those credits. Have a great night, you guys. I love you guys. See you tomorrow for Brian Koberger at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Brian Koberger.
So much for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream or video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest content. Want to take it a step further?
Bring it all in.
And join our community clickers by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You'll get exclusive access to our Discord server, special channel perks, and much more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Click. It's real easy, man.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 You wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact